Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
So we are gathered here today to unite Opa with a random NPC.
I finally get my wife.
Yeah, any NPC actually.
Let's
The
go.
first NPC you see this session is your new wife.
Uh-oh.
It's
Wife
gonna
acquired.
be Kira. That'll be hilarious.
Oh no. I definitely don't want that.
You feel poking on your shoulder as you turn around. There is Kira.
What's the punishment for killing your spouse?
If no one sees this, it's not a crime.
Good to know.
Yeah, you
Guys.
just gotta speak that over with your teammates, right?
Just remember, for the law to catch you, it has to find out. Hehe.
And surely there are no like good aligned characters in this group.
Wait, I'm
Surely there's no lawful aligned characters in this group, is what you mean.
Surely there are no characters in this group who has an affinity for delivery messages.
Definitely
He's
not.
a gossip.
Nah, my
biggest-
professional job isn't to tell people things. Definitely not.
No. On that note, should we do? I know Sefring did a small recap of the session, but I guess we should keep it a tradition that I use
Yeah.
5
I just did
minutes
like
to-
an overall recap of the last few sessions, actually. So, for
okay.
newcomers coming in. So it was different.
So I don't have to say anything. Okay.
no, you
noted.
have to
Well,
do your regular
no.
recap
Oh.
of the
I
last
need to
session.
recap.
Okay, we need a recap. Noted. So, the last time we left off, the ship was getting ready to set sail once again, having spent the night a few hours away from this swamp. And as the ship sailed on the river through the swamp area, looking over the terrain with these muddy patches and dead trees, a watchful eye sat in the crow's nest, looking out, making sure that nothing snuck on board. No unwelcome guest. Lo and behold, the following day, an unwelcome guest was discovered in the cargo bay. A troll-like creature has found a way into the cargo hold and was attacking the crew members. But as you do, you fought valiantly and you took down the creature with barely any scratches or any friendly fire happening. As per usual.
You were fine, right?
You're doing
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Well, technically, you didn't take the creature down. You just threw it overboard because you didn't know how else to deal with it. That's besides the point. Anyway, you threw it overboard, back through the porthole of the cannon thing. That hole. Anyone got a name for that?
The whole.
The hole. No, you threw out through the hole where the cannon is pointed through. That checks out.
Cannon hole.
You know what? That name actually makes sense for it, doesn't it?
I don't know.
A
If that's it.
pothole or a cannon vent is what they call it in castles.
A butthole?
Yes, the bottle.
Okay, I have a cannon in my butthole apparently. No, wait, that sounded. Anyway, back to the recap. And as you sail through the river, you still have one mission in mind. As you emerge on the other side of the swamp, you are looking out valiantly for these supposed Goliaths that would be somewhere around blocking the trade route towards Lord Swan's garrison. And easy enough, with a watchful eye, this time, looking in the right direction, found that something was throwing things into the river trying to make a blockade. You had a brilliant idea to jump into a small sailboat and row your way up to them, until we realized that the person rowing had no idea what to do, and it became a wonky display of not so fine raw oar finesse. Eventually you managed to figure out how to steer a small sailing boat and snuck your way up on these Goliaths. Goliaths that seem to be out on a mission, who has seemingly found a way to get paid to do these kind of actions. And through some sneaky, cleverly methods of your party member, finally allowed to use his finesse as a rogue and as a scout, you manage to take down the massive Goliath, although a grand display of power unfolding from one of them, only leading to speculations of, hey, what might that have been? Okay, maybe not. It was clearly an artifact power. But that is set aside. You managed to loot things from these Goliaths, a jewel that was embedded in his forehead, and a parchment declaring aid to sabotage the Eastern continent. And now you're on your way towards finding a ley line to hopefully bring beer and small beer back home. And that's where we left off. You have just looted the Goliaths, and the scene is yours.
Clears that up.
Who do you think sent these guys out here? Does it say in the letter?
I pick up the letter, check it for any watermarks, like any tricks a professional might know to see, can identify who might send this letter, probably to come to a realization that this is just written down on paper. There's nothing special about this.
Well, I would have you roll an insight check, but considering how high your modifier is and your background, you don't have to. There is some oddly familiar about this paper. It kind of resembles a mission brief that you would get from a Adventurers Guild, but with a slightly different design to it. But the same penciling out of the text, the same kind of signature that is just scribbles like a doctor's handwriting, but very much similar to the own mission brief you have for the Goliaths.
I take out said mission brief for the Goliaths and just hold it up almost a little bit dramatically and like sort of tunk one of them and then like wave around the other one like, well, it looks like an adventuring brief. This is my professional opinion.
Wait,
See? Sort of turn them around.
Well, of course it is. That's what I was about to say, actually. It seems
Really
like it
now?
must have been a different kingdom who wants to sabotage. Maybe the northern kingdoms.
I mean, it specifically outlines the eastern continent. So, any continent that feels ill will towards the eastern continent would be fair game, I suppose.
Yes, very, very smart.
So
what I
that's
was
like
thinking
all of
too.
them, probably, right?
Well, no,
Yeah.
maybe.
That doesn't really narrow it down.
Well, we should definitely show this to Swan, I think.
Yeah,
he
or
will
maybe
know
that
they
guy
have
at
any
the Adventurers
enemies.
Guild. He might know like a rival faction or like a different continent or something, you know?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'll just keep it at least for now.
Yeah, let's keep a hold of it. I'll put it down in my trunk. Goliath mission briefing. Doesn't change what we're here to do, does it now?
No.
Oh, really?
So, I think we should go back to the ship, inform them of what happened, get on land, take a nap, and go on. Because honestly, that last thing that Goliath did, that hurt. I felt that.
But you did.
Oh yeah. Not a fan.
Okay, let's get on board on the ship. Maybe we can get a little closer to this ley line. I'm not really sure where they are.
Oh, not me neither.
We were given directions, right?
Yeah, like somewhat in that direction we're traveling, but don't think we know like exactly where they are. No.
You're told it was about southeast of
Damn,
the
I am
Eastwatch
hella
garrison.
late.
And the Goliaths were on the river going south from Eastwatch garrison.
Yeah. So it would
That's-
be east from here.
That's
Yeah.
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 not sure what to say about from. Yeah.
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 I mean, you're pretty good at navigating, Poluna. Think
Well-
it's easier to go to Eastwatch Garrison and go from there, or should we go there straight?
I have a
here?
feeling if we go to Eastwatch Garrison, the old Edmund Swan is gonna rope us into something else real quick. It would be, good timing if we got this done before going to Eastwatch. Just a feeling. You know?
I'll trust your judgment on this one. What about you, Valentina? Valentina?
Yeah. I guess if that's what you guys want to do.
Alright. Let's head east then.
All right.
Well, first let's get on the boat, shall we? Tell the crew that there might be a bit of a tough spot up here where the Goliath has been, trying to dam up the river, and the problem damming up the river is gone.
Yeah, we need to collect small bait as well. So, need to go back to the boat anyway.
Let us be on our way.
I'm happy you didn't leave small beer behind. All right. You decide to return back to the ship by jumping back into the rowboat, and I assume Beer wants to take hold of the oars once again, showcasing his strength, that can triumph talent. And
He needs to
speedboat is-
practice,
Right.
Very important to practice.
Very important practice. Absolutely. You find your way back to the ship, and as you're coming back to the ship, it's been about 20 or 30 minutes or so. The captain is still looking over the railing. Welcome back. So, where did you find your things?
We did indeed. We found a Goliath. I think it is one. One of them just sort of popped out of existence once we beat its ass, but we found at least a Goliath throwing stuff into the river in what seems like an attempt to really block you from going any further. We have also taken care of said Goliath with extreme violence.
Hmm.
That being said, we probably will be leaving the ship soon here because we're due eastward from here. So our voyage together may come to an end. Here.
Well, if you consider this your destination, I'll consider it my job done in transporting you to. You didn't pay me for this, did you? No, you just went on board and promised to help. So that's fine. Anyway, so
Just before you go too far on,
mhm.
be aware that the Goliath was trying to dam up upriver. I just point near the hill over there, so the water might be a bit swallow from several boulders being tossed into the river.
Huh.
Yeah, good
And I
luck with that.
suppose I can't get you to help me pull them out.
Well,
Probably
maybe.
not.
But we kind of have fairly important appointment we need to be at.
Right. I guess the crew is working overtime. You heard that, crew? Overtime! Aww.
It'll do
So-
them good.
But, Are you coming on board, or should we just like throw small beer down the water to you? Or
We'll come and pick him up, right?
Sure.
Let's go ashore and pick him up.
Do you guys have your stuff in your cabin still, or do you take everything with you?
I took everything.
I should. I have my stuff in my bag of holding.
Yeah, me too. Well, small bear, jump over. Come on, we're going. I just start shouting at him.
small bear comes running over. I'll be in your bag.
Of course.
So I should just jump in, and you'll pick me up, right?
I'll just catch you.
You-
Jump into my arms.
So I jump into your. Okay.
Seems unnecessarily risky. As Paluna just sort of like inches away from the to-be crash site, so he's on the other side of the boat.
Small beer disappears from the railing. I'm coming. 3, 2. And small beer comes flying over the railing,
Oh no.
and in the air, he disappears from sight.
Oh, no.
And beer, I'm gonna need you to roll a general dex check with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Interesting. 12?
Ah, that's fair. As you're holding out your arms, you feel something heavy land up against your chest, and you naturally manage to grab hold of it. And small beer appears in your arms again. That was cool.
That's new.
Did you mean to go invisible there?
Yes.
Because that was really hard to catch you.
I thought it would be funny.
I mean, it was pretty hilarious, actually. So yeah, good job.
Thank you. So,
Nice prank.
did you guys do the kill the things you had to kill?
Yep.
Can I help next time?
Maybe.
Awesome.
Depends on who we're fighting.
Okay. So, where are we off to?
Well, somewhere east supposedly should be a ley line area that could, I don't know, supposedly get us to the Feywild? Right, Beer?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It should be somewhere around here to the east. So if we can just, spend some time until the night and I can get the stars out, I should be able to use the North Star in my trusty old, what's it called, navigation kit to plot us a course over land.
So, you guys have no idea where you're going?
Pretty much, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, we have, the general direction of east.
Hmm.
Plus or minus.
Which is this way, right? Bear just points in a random direction.
Okay.
What? Can I read if that is east or not with my, skills at sea?
I'll do it like this. North is 1. So I'm pointing west, I guess. Yeah, it's exactly the opposite.
Direct opposite.
And Paluna
She's
just goes
pointing
like,
at
that way.
Beer's pointing at the boat. So,
No, it's the other way.
Oh, yeah. Bit turn around. That way, yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, snap,
wherever beer goes, I'll go. That's gonna be a good time.
Okay, well, let's get out of here.
And I imagine beer begins rowing back to the shore that he
Yeah.
came from.
In
Yeah.
the correct direction.
Let's assume so, yeah. So you said something about wanting to wait till nighttime before venturing, or are you still gonna venture in the general direction before?
What time is it now?
It's like early
Assume
day.
it's pretty early, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
let's just go. No.
Yeah,
We can
let's
make
burn
we
some
can make
daylight.
camp on somewhere in the forest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we should go back to a more appropriate background for the stream to look at as you're venturing inland across the plains. There we go. That should be more suitable. So,
I like this background. It's very plain.
Just ignore it. Just ignore it. No.
that's 1 out of 3 strikes. Okay, so
Don't worry, I see that as an active challenge.
contrary to the last time we ventured across plainlands, the environment is pretty calm. Slow breezy winds swaying the tall grass, fairly barren mountains with no pointy jagged ends, no disturbing, extremely shifting weather. There are actually animals out in the plains, like what you expect from this kind of environment. Generic birds, bisons, the usual. Free roaming horses running in the background. But no villagers, no tall, pointy mountain peaks, and nothing that would indicate a forestry-like area that could have some kind of ley line signature in it. The day comes to a close, and it's time to set up camp. Anything particular you want to do before going to rest?
Did I pick up a map? I think I did. I have like an explorer's pack. I believe that says that there's usually some kind of a map. I would spend some time
You did talk
basically
about a
studying.
map once, yeah.
Yeah. I'd spend my time studying some what's it called? Local whatever I have on hand. Navigator's tools, explorer's pack, these kind of things, just combing through what I might have that could help us give us a peek into the direction we want to go. If there's like any, like, oh, the land here was sundered or something weird happened in this place that could indicate that there was a ley line, or like that kind of idea.
All right. So you're talking about like pre-existing locations that you have marked down in the past, or you're talking about you want to mark down things?
No, pre-existing locations. It's just Poluna like going through his materials, being like, oh, do I have any clues in geography, topology, all of that?
I would like you to do a mixed nature and history check.
Alright, so nature is this, and history is this.
Okay. From your history check, hard to tell exactly if there are any historical sites around that could affect an environment to become influenced by an easy breach from the ley line, from the Feywild to the mortal plane, in terms of creating a ley line that bonds the two. From the nature check, looking around, identifying the areas around you, as previously described, nothing that sticks out. But from this check, you're fairly certain that there is nothing that sticks out, which would give you some kind of certainty to continue venturing in that general direction, knowing that there might be something more exciting in the future.
Okay. That's what I'll be doing while we're like camping and before we go to bed.
All right. Bea, Valentina, anything? Just going to sleep?
Yeah, just put up my stuff. I would probably think about how to make this new symbol that I'm supposed to make. And can I maybe make some kind of check to try to remember what type of material my old medallion was made of?
That was metal.
It was just metal.
Generic iron.
Okay. That's fair.
Yep. Beer?
I will take my flower into my
Mm.
hands. And I will just concentrate on it a little bit and see if I feel anything happening. Thinking about like all the druid stuff that has been happening to me recently and seeing if I can like find a better connection to it or something.
Make a. I guess it's same considering you're. Okay. Make a nature check for me.
7.
You don't feel any different connection aside from your own faith and belief in Oberon and the gifts you have been recently granted.
Okay.
Alright. The day comes to a close. You all fall asleep.
Do we have the usual watch order up?
I was about to say, and since you didn't assign anyone, you all ambushed in the night. No, nothing unusual happens throughout the night. You all get a long rest. And recover full. Both spell slots and health.
Very good.
Very nice.
Very nice.
A new day begins. And you wake up to a lush green, vibrant, open plains. Reflecting the same image as yesterday. Just the casual wildlife around you. Nothing that stands out.
You know, it's nice to go to bed outside in the camping and the wilds and not waking up with middle of surprise winter. You know?
Sure is nice.
I agree with Luna. I've been in the city, I've been on the boat, but I haven't been in the wild since you guys helped me from that weird place. It's really nice.
It's got its charms. Also nice to be, you know, going about seeing new parts of it. Can get a bit stale with the same trees all the time.
Did I
Slowly, like, I assume as breakfast and morning comes to a close, starts packing up camp.
As you're packing up camp and looking around and your fellow crew members, Beer still sleeping, but in his normal shape.
I was gonna ask if I turned into a bear again.
And no unusual flower rings has formed around him. And Valentina is just sleeping calmly.
So it's just me and Small Beer right now.
Hmm.
So, Small Beer.
Hmm.
Noticed you picked up the craft of the nimble fingers.
Yeah.
Planning to keep at it?
It kind of depends. I don't think there are a lot of locks back home. Beer and I talked about this. But I don't know what... I don't know. Why?
Why what?
Why are you asking?
Oh, it's just, you know, the way you're in things right now gives me a whole lot of nostalgia. I used to be a forest dweller myself. Wood elf, the works. Lived in a relatively peaceful forest, druids all around, everything made of wood. Eventually I got bored. So I wanted to see the world. And that's at least how I started learning my tricks of the trade. A lot of different people have a lot of different ways to get to where they are and what they want to be. So don't feel like you have to be home in your village forever just because that's where you're going right now, you know?
Are you saying I can choose not to go home?
Not that. You can choose to go home, but you can also choose to say, I've been home now. I want to go on. I want to see something new. You know? The world's full of weird places, locked, of all kinds, doors of all manners, and weirdness around every corner. You don't have to stay home, you know? Do you know anyone who just only stays at home? You know? Shut in, never getting around, growing
Right.
complacent in the same routine. Doesn't have to be you.
But that's what my people do. I mean, Beer has been out and seen the world and killing people and things alike, and he still seems to want to go home. So I
I think
don't
it's not
know.
that you want to go home. I think it's you want to save home. You know? He has this whole big quest, it seems. Something's been, as far as I understand at least, trying to take his home from him. He thinks, I think, was it Oberon your god is called? Or is it just his god?
He,
Some kind of message that says that if he doesn't go, or at least if he doesn't find the solution, then home will be gone. Nothing wrong with wanting to save your home, but nothing wrong with wanting to move on either. Sometimes you leave for a time and then come back.
I kind of want to go where Beer goes. I think I can be of help to him the same way he has been of help to me.
That's a good reason. Better than what most can find. As long as you promise me one thing, just one.
Okay.
It's your reason. Don't go borrowing someone else's reason to live for your own reason to live.
Okay.
You're the only person who can decide for you. Nobody else. Not truly.
But back home, we all help each other all the time. That's what we do.
That's because they've all decided to help each other, right?
I don't know. We just do it.
Perhaps. Whatever it is, it's a truth you need to find out for yourself.
That's so many words. I'm gonna ask Beer what he thinks when we go on with the day. But thank you, I think.
Oh, and by the way,
Uh-huh.
keep practicing your locks. You're really good at it.
Thank you. I've been practicing with Tiny so many days when I've been waiting for Beer, and I just hope one day I can open a lock for Beer.
Oh,
That day might come sooner than you expect. So keep practicing.
Why do we have a door
Yeah.
on you?
Well, not on me, but knowing how my life has gone, there's inevitably going to pop one up. Every time.
I heard you were found in a coffin.
See what I mean? I woke up behind a door. A coffin door.
Huh. Did that have a lock?
Sadly not as far as I could tell.
Oh,
Apparently it was more a push thing, but there was definitely locks in other places in Darkmond.
no, I should write down that coffins don't have locks.
Well,
So I don't.
some do, some don't.
That's confusing.
Yeah, I know. Horrible design if you ask me.
What if I make locks for coffins to open them? Do you know how to make a lock?
You just see Poluna just sort of like, I see where you're going with this, but I don't think that's how you want to go about it.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna go wake Beer up so we can begin walking because I wanna speak with Beer about the thing you said. I don't really remember. I began thinking of locks, and now I want to move the pins just right and just feel the. Yeah.
Well, at least I'll know to pick up any interesting locks and give them to you if I find any.
Yes, please. Okay, I'm gonna go
Anyhow,
wake Beer.
I'll keep packing up and you wake Beer up. I feel like you'll
Okay.
have better luck with that than I do.
I just tickle him.
Beer,
can-
you're a
Poluna, like the idea of tickling Beer to wake him up,
Mm.
crosses Poluna's face, and he goes like, "Oh, that sounds like a terrible idea." Just absolute like, the mask you keep when you're talking to a child, but they've said something absolutely horrendous and a terrible idea.
Brilliant.
Beer, you're woken up by feeling something tickling around your waist.
Beer, wake up. Beer.
Stop that! Stop that! I'm
So-
ticklish down there.
You are not a beer today.
I'm not.
Well,
Awesome!
you're beer, but you're not beer. But no, that's a bear. You're. Should we drink?
I-
Do we drink alcohol
It's,
even though you're not a bear?
I think that's a great idea. I'm not sure if we have any left though.
Oh, can we buy beer somewhere when we get to a place?
I'll make sure to buy some.
Awesome. So, Poluna says something about it. I can choose if I want to go home or not.
What did he
What do
say?
you? He said that I could choose if I wanted to go home or not. That we can choose if you want to go home or not. That home is not home. Home is a choice.
I'm not sure what that means, but
I don't know either. He was very confusing.
yeah, well, I'm not sure what to say to that. But you can choose if you want to go home. That is true. You can choose to do whatever you want, I guess.
So if I say I don't want to go home, do we just go elsewhere instead of finding that place that can take me home? Wait, I'm confused now.
No, we're still going there.
Okay, so we're still going there, but
Yeah,
what are we
we're
going
still,
there for then?
I mean, I don't know. Just feel like I need to go there. Either to get like more information about my tribe back in the Feywilds, or maybe we can actually go back to the Feywilds and I can see like where they are, or like try to find them. I don't know. If I had the answers, I would give them to you, but honestly, I don't really know.
Okay.
But we're still going to check that. But you can decide, Swabby, if you want like stay in the Feywilds or come back here, or
If I choose to not go home, can I come with you then?
well, I guess I'll have to talk about it with Poluna and Valentina. But I guess you could, yeah. And even if they don't want it, we'll go on an adventure, just the two of us. You know?
Oh.
How about
Just-
that?
That would be so cool.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah. And we can drink all the beer we want without the others saying anything because they're not there.
That is true. Yeah. Also, we still have that deed to the city of Darkman, so we could open up like our own brewery. Someone said we could do that, so we could make all the beer ourselves.
So you make beer at a
Yeah,
that word.
yeah, a brewery.
No, that's
That's okay. You'll learn it.
So, if we can make our own beer, we can drink as much as we want.
I think that's
Without-
how it works. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
That sounds pretty cool, right?
Can we go there now?
No. I told you what we need to do first.
No, but the beer.
Well, as much as I like beer, there's more important stuff in the world. You'll learn that.
Fine. Okay. So we go to this place and then we go straight for beer after.
We'll see about it.
Can I be the leader of the group?
What if it's just you and me?
Well, I was thinking now, but
Oh, now?
that also works. Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
sure you can. Yeah, of course.
Yes.
You're the leader.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go wake up Valentina and tell her what to do so we can get started. Okay?
Okay, yeah, you do that,
Yeah.
buddy. You do.
Yeah.
Small beer walks over to Valentina.
Valentina, time to wake up.
Oh, hi, small beer.
Valentina, I need you to cook me breakfast and to pack up tent, and then we go adventuring in that direction. No, that direction. No, wait.
Huh? I'm not
Anyway,
a servant, small beer.
I'm sorry.
Oh, he's the leader now.
Yeah, I'm the leader now. What he said.
Aren't you a little small to be a leader?
And you're just small to be a leader. I'll have you know, I grow just as tall as beer. So don't think of the tall now or be. Listen to what beer said.
So what you're saying is that he's not quite a liter of beer, but a pint.
Oh my god.
You guys set that up, okay? You made that happen, okay? You can't blame me for taking that opportunity.
Well, Tina walks over to Paloon and bites him.
Never mind, Valentina. Beer said we're going now, so you should probably get ready to go.
Okay, that's fine.
Anyway, okay.
And Small Beer walks off and begins fiddling with his lock that he pulls out from his pocket, looking over at his beer with a kind of nervous expression.
I'll just give him like a 2 thumbs up, like with a quirky smile, like, yeah, good job, buddy.
All right. You wrap up your things and you begin venturing onwards.
Valentina would summon her horse before venturing forward.
Nice. Okay. So you're manifesting your steed and settling up Blood Mare and slowly trotting alongside the party.
Yep.
I would like for whoever is taking the lead to roll a perception check going through this
I
open
would-
area.
I guess in general, unless we say otherwise, Paluna's probably scouting out in front to, pick the route and navigate and do the whole, travel shenaniganery.
All
If we
right.
can come to some kind of consensus on that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure thing.
14.
All right. Half the day passes without anything interesting going on. But as you're moving through the plains, on your right side, which you estimate to be your southern side, you begin to see a very interesting lineup of mountains. They are not connected. They're like individual mountains with proper distance between them, popping up randomly. And then in the middle, what you estimate to be the middle of that, far behind some of the other mountains, a much taller peak pointing upwards. And in the general eastern direction, you see a nature foresty landscape begin to pop up.
Huh. Well, what do we have here?
What do we have here?
What do you say, leader?
Well,
I'm asking Paluna.
Paluna is just sort of scratching his head like, I think... Pointing at the, like... pointing at the place between the mountains where there was the other, like... I think we're supposed to go that way. That way seems interesting.
So I think we should go. Are you pointing at the mountains or at the forest? I can't tell.
It's like, you know, the forest between the mountains, yeah?
The forest. We are going to the forest.
I think that's a great idea. Good job, little leader.
I can't see the forest. He has some kind of eye thing that I don't have, I think.
Don't worry about it. I take out, like, my Zoom helmet and, like, point him in the direction, put it on, like, it should be over there if you, like, look beyond there and, like, see those things.
Wow. What is this? So, okay.
He puts the hat on, and the glasses unfolds before his eyes.
Whoa, this is weird. It reminds me of that time when I got drunk. I mean, I didn't get drunk. I don't get drunk because beer doesn't get drunk. But that one time when I had some beer,
And he looks over at Paluna.
oh, right.
I wouldn't recommend looking at anyone that's next to you with that, just as an observation.
Turns towards beer.
Ah, blue. Yeah,
Takes the hat off.
yeah, there is a forest in 2 meters that way.
What?
2 meters?
Let's.
That doesn't sound right.
More like 302 meters.
Oh.
And I take the hat and put it on to, like, inspect the forest closer. Now that we're doing this shtick.
All right. Make a perception check.
$20.
You've seen some forests in your lifetime. This one is colorful. Just in the outskirts of the forest tree line, plenty of flowers and mushrooms of different colors sprouting from the forest bed.
Well, isn't that just interesting?
What do you see?
That's a lot of forest for this forest.
A lot of forest for this forest. What do you mean?
Exactly. Yet I think it's the right way to describe it.
What else
I
do
don't
you mean?
understand
What do you
anything.
see?
Well, it's just extremely verdant, you know? Ever been to a forest that's just too much bloom?
No.
You see Bear looking at him like, are you serious right now? Like,
No, but you're like, there can only be so many trees and flowers that grow in an area before it becomes overcrowded, and all the things start competing about all the nutrients, and it starts going downhill for the collective. But not over there.
you clearly
That
haven't
forest.
been to the Feywild, have you?
I do not know how other worlds' forests work under the logic. I just know that this world's forest don't forest that hard.
Well, I think that's where we need to be. You just perfectly described my home. Let's go.
Well, let's go.
Sounds
Are
exciting.
you are you saying that that's the Feywild over there?
Well, it looks like it has some connection to it by the sound of it.
Oh.
Let's go. How far away is it?
It's about half a kilometer away.
Okay, Bear starts running.
Here,
Oh,
don't run.
Be
You
away
don't
from
keep
me!
Well, it's like a jog, like picking up the pace, not like full sprint, but.
No, full sprint. No.
What is your
And he's
movement
gone.
speed, by the way?
40.
Oh, you are faster than me, you bastard. I'm 35.
Somehow small beer is keeping up.
Okay, so the Feywild, but isn't the Feywild and the mortal this place? The
I don't
mortal
know.
plane, I think Tina called it. Tiny.
Yeah,
Are they not different things?
they should be. They should be,
Okay,
yeah. But maybe we can find like a way through to the Feywild in here. Just look at it as it starts coming in closer. Look at all those colors. Don't they remind you of back home?
I mean, yes.
Beer, as you're getting closer to this arrow, area, you feel the fur rise on you, like a shivering, but like in a good way.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
Yeah.
You feel
You know
that,
what the worst
Smallville?
part is? One person's on a horse. I just realized this. I'm 35 movement speed. One person's on a horse. The other two, like, fucking furbolgs.
Hmm?
Everybody can outrun me. I was built to be fast.
Come on, Paluna. You got to keep up. This is it.
I'm not that
Move those little legs. Move
Luna
them.
is just like, he is booking it. He is actively running. He's taking the helmet off, like proper form, proper motion, just going at it, and like his face is strained. You know, what to you guys at least seemed like a healthy run is getting closer and closer to sprinting for this little elf. As he's carrying this hilariously oversized suitcase, by the way, that is Curious Pack.
True.
Meanwhile,
Must be
Valentina's
kinda-
just completely relaxed on her horse. No stress.
Valentina, you should give the horse to Paluna. I think he's struggling.
What? This is my horse.
No, but team effort, I think.
You will not give me that horse, I refuse.
Just look back over my shoulder at Paluna and don't really understand what he's saying. Yes, yes, and away with him.
Mm.
You're now gathered in front of this edge of interesting, colorful forestry. It resembles somewhat normal fern trees and oak trees, but they're all like at the same place intertwined, and the leaves are different shades of red and green and specks of blue as well. And the forest bed is moss covered with mushrooms of all the colors of the rainbow in different patterns, and some mushrooms you swear are moving as you're looking at them, as if they're breathing. And some flowers, they're swaying, but they're swaying against the wind and asymmetrically back and forth, more so as if they're dancing independent of the environments around them. And you swear you see some movement in the forest, some quick flashes of colorful movements going back and forth.
All right, Pierce. What the hell is this?
Wow, this looks amazing.
I know. right?
Forests aren't.
Don't
You
worry
can just
about
see
it, Paulina.
Paluna is just stumped. Like, this is revolutionizing his definition of a forest right in front of his eyes.
This is just normal stuff. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, this is home. Well, it's not
Beautiful.
Well, it looks like home at least. It feels like home.
feels like
Don't
home.
think we're in the Feywilds just yet.
He looks
Well-
back at the plains.
Nope, we are still. Yeah, not home yet. No.
Let's see if we can find any of these ley lines, shall we?
What does a ley line look like?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Points at the
I
first
think,
mushroom.
I think we'll.
Is that a ley line?
Don't think so. I think we'll know it when we see it. You know, something special, something big.
Special
That's what I think at least. I don't know.
and big.
I mean, this forest seems kind of special and big.
Are you a ley
No
No
line?
kidding.
You think the whole forest is a ley line?
I don't know, but it's definitely unusual.
Or
For you guys.
maybe there is a
yeah.
ley line here and the Feywilds is leaking through?
Maybe.
Ooh. Okay. Well, how about we just ask the flowers? You know.
I once leaked through.
Yeah.
Then
so
I had
did
to
I.
change pants.
Oh. You mean like that?
Yeah. Do you think that the Feywild is doing the same?
Maybe
It's-
they beat their pants. You mean?
Maybe the Feywild peed his pants into this world.
Oh boy. That doesn't sound
What?
good.
That makes no sense, small beer.
It makes perfect sense, right, Beer?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Anyways, can I use my speech of beast and leaf? Talk with the plant.
You can certainly try. What are you
I'll say
trying
like,
to say?
hey, the plants, if you could like show us the way to the ley line, that would be awesome. Okay?
What are you talking to in this moment?
Just like some flowers I see.
I was doing that, I'm just looking at him and I look over to Paloo and I just raise an eyebrow like, what the fuck? Loved it.
You're talking to some of these flowers that were swaying back and forth
Mhm.
independently
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the,
yeah.
the wind. And the moment you begin talking to them, instead of swaying back and forth, they begin spinning in circles instead.
Wow, that's
Yeah, I have no idea what that means.
Me neither.
Let's just move further in, I guess. Follow me. I'll take the lead. Start walking in.
As the leader, I will go behind Beer to lead him where to go.
Yeah, you stay close to me, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't go like darting off or anything, you know. Stick behind me.
It would be very easy to get lost in this place. There's so much growth here.
Yeah. Do you understand now how I ended up in this place? Yeah. It's hard to find your way in the Feywilds.
Wait, hold on. Before we go too deep, how do we get back? Ah.
Too late. We're in it now.
Yeah, just Paluna turns around, just looks back at like the dense tree cover, and looks up, and just completely covered by the crowns and tops of trees, and just like, oh no.
And it is interesting you should say that, because as you turn around, you're fairly certain you just walk through a few branches that you have to push aside. But as you're looking back, it is just crowded trees blocking the way. There is no natural path from which you came.
Don't worry about it, Paluna.
Yeah,
we're
I
meant
was
to
about to
find a
say,
way
if I'm
out,
gonna get
we will
lost,
find
it's
a way
gonna be in a
out.
forest.
Don't you live in a forest?
Used to. I eventually ditched it because it got too boring, but
I would ditch the
This-
forest too if I lost my way in it.
I will say though that this forest does not look what I would call boring.
No.
How
Mine-
strange to live in a forest.
Why don't you live in a forest? You are an elf like Paluna, right? You live in forest. We have elves at
I
home.
don't. I'm
Yeah.
not an elf. I don't live in forests.
What do you mean? You have like
What are those
ears.
pointy ears then?
You're an elf.
I'm not an
Definitely
elf.
an elf.
Mhm.
All right, hit me. What are you then?
Okay. I am a vampire.
What's a vampire?
Again?
A vampire elf.
I mean,
No,
you
no, no, no,
kind
no,
of
no, no,
look
no.
like.
Hold on. You're telling me that this entire time you've been a blood-sucking creature of the night priest.
Wait, you didn't realize?
Didn't you save
Yeah, how
me
would
from
I?
one of you?
I thought it was pretty obvious, Paluna.
Well,
Like, look at her.
looking back at it, there were definitely some hints, but just because there were some hints, I'm not automatically going to assume that the person who saved me from dying was themselves undead.
Well, I'm not undead, not anymore.
You're a vampire! Aren't vampires by definitions dead?
No, that is just a myth.
Yeah, I mean, look at her.
Clearly
She's
will have a
like
lot
alive.
of myths for you to confirm. Give me a moment. I'll start writing a few of them down. We can take it from the top. I've never really spoken with a vampire before. Well, I have. That is incredible when you think about it. So, you can just
Also,
see
why didn't you
Luna
just
goes
tell him?
into his trunk and, finds his little notebook and starts scribbling and just give me a moment. So, where do vampires live?
In Breakpoint, of course.
Of course, don't you know this?
Definitely didn't know.
Don't you know
Definitely
this?
So, what do you guys do for a living with your internal unlife shtick? How are your cities built?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's massive and you live really well. Not like forest at all. Not like Eastwatch. No, it's clean and proper inside the walls at least. But then you get outside the walls and it's a little messy. That's where the Dampiers live.
Yes. And Dampiers. You guys seem to have a social hierarchy between you. At least inferring. What's the difference between a vampire and Dampier? Don't you both suck blood, kill people?
No. Dampiers, they drink from people. And they 1 second, guys. I'm about to choke.
Oh shit.
So we need to find a new third player. Anyone got any recommendations? Chat? No, wait, we won't have a streamer to. Anyone know anything? No.
Are you
I'm
good?
fine, I'm fine.
She's
Are
fine.
you sure?
Do we need to call the Norwegian ambulance to your place?
No.
Absolutely. Do type the place you live or something in a DM
Dox yourself.
and dox yourself to us and the Norwegian ambulance number so we can call them on you if we need to.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Dox yourself now.
Okay, so Valentina is actually looking pretty relieved because she was kind of worried about how Paluna would take this, but he just seems interested. So a Dampier, they're not a real vampire like me, and they are kind of wild and they crave blood. I guess us vampires do too, and I have a better understanding of it now that I've also been through this Dampier face.
Come again?
But anyway, us real vampires, we only in Breakpoint we receive blood from in rations.
What, from what?
From this
Well, yes,
person
where
who
do
just
they
hands
get
out
blood?
to Well, don't worry about that. Either way, we drink about once a week.
Don't worry about what? How the nation of vampires is getting their blood supply? It seems like one of those, high up on the list of things to worry about subjects.
Why?
Well, the blood's gonna come from somewhere, right?
Yes.
And generally, it is us of flesh and blood I gesture wildly to myself and beer, who are the living. So someone's bleeding somewhere. No?
I'm not bleeding.
Well,
Yeah,
yes.
but then who? And to feed a whole nation, that's a lot of blood.
Well,
Are they just like,
we have slaves that are imported.
you import people to kill them for their...
Oh, we don't kill them. Most of them, I don't think.
You can just see Luna is just like absorbing, like, what kind of mass torture slavery camp is the nation of Breakpoint running?
It's not that bad.
No, it isn't.
And a lot of them are, granted
I'm starting to
vampirism. They become
see why
vampires
Kira
and they
you
get
didn't
eternal
get on
life.
that well. I feel like you might be ignoring some rather big issues.
Like
I don't know.
what?
I don't think I can figure it out, but that seems sketchy as all hell, Valentina. I'm sorry.
Sketchy, it's just a way of life. It's just part of being a vampire.
How very pragmatic of you. You know what? Let's just go into the nice forest and continue this conversation never or until we get to Breakpoint. How about that?
Right.
Exactly, as Paluna just sort of like turns forward and starts slowly going
Well, don't worry,
forward.
Balloon. It's not like I would bite you unless you wanted me to.
Absolutely not.
Zie Beert inderdaad.
I just shrug.
So, are you guys okay?
I don't know. Let's just keep going, buddy.
Okay. Where to?
Just straight ahead. Just start walking in a direction.
Oh. Okay.
And begins following.
Paluna, Valentina, are you coming? Or are you breaking up?
I'll follow along with beer.
Okay.
I'll follow right behind the group.
Huh. Is it normal for people in this world to eat blood?
I don't think so.
It depends what
Gonna
kind.
have to say no on that.
Okay, now I'm even more confused.
It's
Well,
normal for a vampire.
You
Are
know how
vampires
there's
normal?
lots of different races, and some you see more rarely than others. Like, I wouldn't exactly expect to see a lot of beer. What are some rare folks among you guys?
Humans?
Yeah.
Yeah, humans, right? Not a lot of humans in the Feywild, I suppose.
No, but there are a lot of humans
No.
here.
Exactly, but think of this place. Most of us see a vampire as often you would see a human.
Well, I've seen a lot of humans since I got here and they smell weird.
Now you could just replace humans with vampires, and you'd have how the rest of us feel when talking about a lot of vampires being in some places. It doesn't make sense to the rest of us.
I don't smell weird.
Vampires are quite...
No, well, you don't, Valentina. Humans smell weird.
Yeah.
If anything, Valentina doesn't smell at all.
Well,
That is weird in itself.
Can you guys just knock it off already with all this? Let's just keep moving, yeah?
yes,
Blowing
ma'am.
my mind over here. Let's move on. Yeah, definitely.
Or at
There are
least
better things to do.
talk while we're walking. Yeah? Let's go.
Okay.
I'm gonna need beer to roll a 1d6 for me.
All right, 1.
Oh, nay.
1. Okay,
Yeah, that's good.
you all
That's-
die. No.
Huh?
Yeah, yay! Wait, what?
As you're walking through the forestry and discovering more bizarre, well, to some of you, bizarre forestry and fauna emerging before you, you enter into a clearing, a pond, fairly big in size, with flowers surrounding it, and lily pads on top. Just surrounded by trees and a bit of grass. And you see bubbles in the middle, emerging. Big bubbles.
Would I have seen something like this back home?
Are you asking me if you've seen ponds back at home?
Well, like these, right? Like all the flowers around it.
Make a nature check.
6. My rolls are so bad today.
You've definitely seen ponds before. No doubt about it.
You have seen sources of water before in your life.
It seems pretty normal to me.
Really?
I mean, yeah.
You're the expert.
I've seen ponds like these all the time.
I mean, speaking of smelling, we could use a bath, I think.
Me?
No, Valentina and Poluna.
What?
Oh, I was gonna say.
We've been stuck on a ship for a while now.
As your leader, I command you to take a bath.
You better listen to him.
Yeah.
I have a
Get
better
them.
idea. I look up and like,
Bather idea?
Oh
Heh.
my god. Too much?
it's
Luna, what have you done? What have you done to Small Bear?
Don't worry about it. It's good for his growth. It fosters the creative's mind, you know?
If anything, beer should take a bath.
What's that supposed to mean?
It just means that you don't bathe very often.
So? Do I stink?
I take a sniff. Does he stink?
Make a sniff check.
Sniffer?
A perception is up to you guys to decide whether or not.
I don't know. Bear doesn't think so, but to you probably he does. It's been a while. Like, actually a long time since he's taken.
Yeah, beer. I think you need to jump in the pond.
Alright, well, I'll
So,
check it out.
Why don't we? How long have we been out and walking about by now?
You discover the forest by around midday, and you've been in the forest for about an hour or so at this point. So,
Alright, stand back. I'll show you how
We
it's
could-
done.
Guys, we could set up camp here if we wanted. Even though there's a lot of day left, it's a good spot.
I
Like-
guess so.
I guess. Not
I don't know,
very
maybe-
sneaky or anything. It's wide in the open. But
Exactly.
I guess
Wide in
we
the
can
open.
see what's coming. So, if anything.
That and maybe since we're getting closer to the Feywild, your god might be able to give you any hints. I don't know. I'm kind of just running on whatever comes into my head at this point.
And you're not running very fast.
Very funny.
Hey.
Still.
Alright, you
you
guys
should
set
still
up
take
camp.
the bath.
I'll take a bath then. I put my stuff on the ground and start
I'll start.
running and take a big dive into the pond.
Alright. You guys, you see Beer run and jump into the pond. And where you expect him to submerge into the pond, Beer, you instantly hit a soft surface in the pond. And you see bubbles emerging around you, followed by a guttural growl.
Oh no.
I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh no!
And Beer,
Not the water.
you don't have any weapons on you. Because you said you put all your things down.
Yeah, I know what I said.
you know what you said.
I don't take it back.
You don't take
I
it back.
knew exactly what I was doing.
I forgot to make a token.
Sometimes you just gotta have fun, you know?
You guys see Beer rising from the water on the back of a massive toad. Of shimmering colors. Almost the same vibrant color scheme of the forest around you.
Oh no, why am I so low?
Oh no.
That's not fun.
Oh no.
What do you mean so low?
I rolled a 5.
Oh.
I mean, you can always roleplay it like this. You jumped onto a frog you weren't expecting to be there. Of course your initiative's low.
And somehow my initiative is lower.
Depressing. What happened to...
Wait, why did you roll twice?
I have
Cheater.
no-
Me?
Oh, you rolled 3 times.
Yeah, I rolled the first one. And the second
how
one
did
also
you-
get to have my token. And then I rolled the third one, which was equal to my first one, so I could type
How is that the same?
Okay.
What the fuck?
That's kind of funny, not gonna lie.
I was like,
Well-
I'll just, 1 in 20, the right thing, so I don't have to type it into my token. It's an easy game.
Ah,
And
perfect.
ironically, the toad was also surprised it didn't expect to be awoken like this, so it also rolled a low initiative. It rolled a nat 1.
Absolute disaster.
Paluna, you're up first as this massive creature that is about 30 feet tall emerges from the pond, with Beer on top of it. Almost like a Naruto kind of scene. Naruto sitting on top of his frog that he
Yep.
just summoned. Yeah.
What in the... Right! To arms! As I immediately just bring forth my longbow, draw an arrow, and shoot.
Alright.
Why? Poor toad.
Paluna reacts badly to 30 feet big toads, okay?
You have some
Uh,
problems, man. Every creature you see is just instantly fighting. Damn. It's fucked up.
Do I have advantage or not on this?
No.
Aye.
Unfortunately not. And 14 misses.
I just
because-
imagine that,
Yeah, the arrow just sticks to his skin, but it doesn't penetrate deep enough to cause any damage.
and I'm going to spend 20 foot of movement to go into cover of the forest and do like a rogue and hide.
And as you go in there, you see, with your passive perception, small Beer hiding behind a bush as well.
Uh-oh.
I just mimic it. Yeah. Oh. All right. I hide.
And small Beer looks to his side, and you're gone.
Huh? Oh, that's cool.
Shh, don't give away the gun.
Who said that?
God damn it, Smallbeard. Just silence. It might hear us.
Oh, okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
Beer, you're up.
Okay. Weer is concentrating and calling to his powers of the Feywild and of this god Oberon is like, Oberon, guide me in making a connection with this beast, as he's trying to cast Animal Friendship. The spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. If it has an intelligence of 4 or higher, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw or be charmed.
And what's your DC?
Not high. Let me check.
I doubt it is higher than 15.
Wait, why does it not say anything?
It's your druid spell DC, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't. Normally it says in your spell list, but it doesn't.
It's likely what, like...
What is it like? It's like
8 or
proficiency
10
plus your modifier,
plus
right?
Wisdom, yeah.
Yeah, so
Wait.
it's 12.
Exactly.
So.
The spell says that if a beast you can see with it, it must succeed if it has an... Wait, it must see and hear you. If the beast intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell
Yeah.
fails.
Yeah, does it
So
have
it
a
fails.
higher than 4?
Yeah.
Boo. Well, he does that anyway. That's my turn.
Hmm.
And I guess he will notice that it doesn't work. So.
Yes. For the first time, you feel like you're channeling something within you that should take effect in another creature, and you instinctively feel like it didn't connect properly.
Bonus action. Wild Shave. I become a bear.
Oh my god. It's a bear on top of a toad.
Boom.
This is Naruto on so many levels, I can't keep up
Damn.
anymore.
Alright. That's my turn.
And that's your turn. Valentina, you're up.
Okay. I will attempt to cast Blight on the toad.
Blight. Is that a melee spell?
No.
It's not?
No, it's 30 feet. Oh shit. Can I walk a little closer?
Of course. Just lightly step into the pond and are in needy water.
That should be fine.
Alright. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Oh yeah, it's a 14 DC.
Oh, it's a constitution saving throw.
Holy shit. 8d8? God.
That is 14 on the money.
Aww.
Does
Unlucky.
take half damage? Or?
I don't think it takes any.
This spell has...
Half as much on a
Oh, yeah.
successful one.
So half of 35.
16.
And this is
17,
not
sorry.
a plant creature or magical plant, right?
Or I don't know, but I assume not.
17 damage. Not bad.
Well, it is Fey. I don't think that...
That's not a magic plant.
no.
Not all the Fey are magic plants, but some magic plants are Fey.
Exactly. Wise. So that was half of 35, so that's 17.
Mhm.
Okay. 17 points of damage. In this moment, you see the necrotic green energy seep into it, but then it begins to flare up again.
Oh.
Beer, I'm gonna need you to roll a constitution saving throw.
Uh-huh.
As the necrotic energy is almost channeled through the outer layer of skin of the toad and is sent further into Beer.
Oops.
You take half of 17.
Hey,
What?
God damn it. Why is it always that my body is trying to kill me?
Wait, because you're standing on it.
So I take 8.
Yeah.
God damn it. My body is so useless. They keep killing me. I'm kidding. But I do take most damage from you guys. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, maybe I'll just use my staff next time.
Oh yeah, because that will definitely not go wrong.
Brilliant. No bad thing can happen from that.
Well, in for a pound, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Hmm.
What did they say?
It's fine, guys. This is just Mickey's way of nerfing me. It's fine.
How does he know? Valentina, anything else?
No.
Noted. With that said, it is the toad's turn. The toad slowly turning towards the first thing you can see, Valentina in front of it, as it can only feel the weight of something on top of it, but is incapable of having arms that can clap. It turns towards Valentina.
It's got the T-Rex problem. Its arms cannot reach.
Help! Help!
Flailing his arms.
Oh, I guess I
It's
give up. I
Toad
skipped a turn.
Rex.
It's Toad Rex. It does a slight whipping back motion with his head and whips forward, and from his mouth, a massive pink tongue swipes the frontal area of it. Now, if only I could find where the cone drawing is.
At the measurement tool.
It's a measurement tool. Perfect, thank you. It basically swipes like this across the edge
Oh
of
my
the gun.
god.
Oh shit! It's got raid mechanics.
Hell yeah.
The raid boss.
It's got
and
frontals.
Unfortunately, it's apparently also retarded. No, I didn't say that. My bad. That's 10 to hit.
Yeah, that misses.
All right. It slightly situates itself in place and blinks its eyes, and that's it for now. Peluna, you're back up again.
Can I like? I am stealth, therefore I have advantage. Loading screen. Alright, let's start with the obvious one. I will attempt to do bow with advantage. I miss.
That's impressive. You certainly do. Another arrow stuck to his skin without any deeper impact.
Just looks at the bow, tries to pull it, comes in. God damn, why isn't this working? And I am slowly going to stealth over this way. So like to this area.
And as you say stealth, I'm gonna need you to roll another stealth check.
Not with advantage, but you know.
No. You
First one,
definitely
27.
stealth over to a new location.
My stealth rolls these last 2 sessions have been fucking incredible, with my attack roll being absolute mid.
You're almost invisible to the DM in both in terms of your character's appearance, but also in the damage you deal.
Wow.
Invisible in all the ways. All right, I assume that's your turn.
Well, I did not buy all this poison not to use it. I'll do that next turn.
All right. Beer, you're up.
I'm up on top of the frog. I will rage as a bear, lets out the giant roar, and
Wow.
then I will do reckless attacks.
Nice.
My multi-attack thing. Check some. Oh wait, no. Let's see if this works. If I click this, it does. 15.
That just misses.
Okay.
We're making an impact here.
And then
We're really getting it done.
the other attack. 18.
That hits.
Okay. So that is 2d6 plus 4 and then plus 2 from raging. 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. And
Mm.
as you hit it, you feel like you don't quite deal the impact you would have expected to do. Its skin is tough to break through.
Alright. That is my turn.
And that is your turn. Don't you have extra attack? Didn't we decide on that?
Bonus attack rage, so get bonus attack to do the extra thing.
Okay.
I think at least. Check.
I don't remember. Right.
Extra attack. Oh no, never mind. It's not. This is actually the thing we did last time as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
You just make an extra attack.
I'll do another claw attack. 22.
That hits.
So that's the same thing. Another 12 points of damage.
Alright. Same feeling as before. Not quite
Yep.
the impact you would expect.
Alright,
Is that the end of your turn?
it is.
Alright. Valentina, you're up.
Yep.
Hit him with the staff.
Sorry, I'm just looking at stuff.
Isn't that coming from the man who will be collateraled by it again?
Yeah, but it's funny, so do it.
True content.
Fun.
I don't care. I think it's more funny to see stuff happen like that than to optimally play the fight, you know?
Would I be able to walk one step into the water? Like that?
You would be considered swimming at that point, but you can still
Oh.
attack as you would otherwise.
Okay,
In
so
each situation, it would just be rough terrain to move any further.
okay, so I'll walk to here and I will cast water walk on myself and Bear.
Oh
Alright.
shit!
I should and I'll be standing on top of the water. And can I summon my spirit weapon as a bonus action?
Absolutely. Pew.
And then I will attempt to make an attack with my spiritual weapon.
All right.
21?
That definitely hits.
Eat the bum bum.
Hey. Hey, the bum bum.
Nice.
8 force damage. Close.
You are quite the
Great.
spellcaster today. All right. It's the toast turn. Upon seeing you closing on it, it will begin to move forward towards you.
Oh, great.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're approaching me?
I'm gonna need you to roll a
Oh,
athletics check for me to see if you can maintain balance on top of it using the bear's stat sheet.
Well,
It's just a general DC 10.
don't think that's how it works while shifting.
No, for wild shape, it's your intellect, charisma, and the wisdom that remains. For the other stats, you take the wild shape stats.
One sec. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah. Okay. So, dexterity save, or what do you want?
The athletics.
So that's a dex roll, right?
No, that's acrobatics. It's a strength roll.
Oh, strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't have like the skills on this character sheet, so I'll just roll the strength.
No worries.
21.
You manage to follow it, taking your claws into his backside without necessarily harming it. You're just riding along as it moves closer to Valentina.
Yeah,
Just
I
gonna-
assume his skin is like kind of sticky, so it's just pretty easy to hold on, I guess.
Fair. Valentina standing before this massive creature is gonna open his mouth and attempt to bite down on
God.
you. That's a nat 20.
Okay then.
Oh no. Oh no.
That
Can
is.
I give the stone skin thing?
You absolutely can, because it's a trade. While it won't prevent the attack from landing, it will still give you plus 10 temporary hit points.
Mhm.
But you don't have to add those temporary hit points because they're being removed.
Oh,
right
it actually says when that turn starts, they gain 10.
now. Right.
So I guess you get them after.
Yeah, you get them after when your turn begins. Yeah. Or ends. Was it ending or beginning?
When it begins,
Okay.
her turn
Noted.
begins, she gets 10. 10 HP.
Valentina, you take 32 points of damage
What the
as
fuck?
this creature bites down on you.
Ouch.
And I'm gonna need you to roll a acrobatics check for me.
Did you say 32?
32, yeah.
Acrobatics check.
Yes. 12. You are swallowed, or you're in its
What?
mouth at the moment.
Uh-huh.
It bites down on you, and the rest of you guys, Paluna just sees 2 feet sticking out of his mouth. As
What is this,
Valentina's
Konosuba?
pretty
Can I hear like
close.
Oh, how ironic. The vampire got eaten.
Valentina
Funny!
is currently grappled by the toad.
No shit.
In case there should be any
Valentina is
doubt.
currently grappled.
Yeah.
Yes.
Paluna, you're up.
Well then,
That's not good.
this is interesting.
help.
We cast bow with advantage.
That's this insane bow.
There we go.
You can
Sneak
do this
attack
well.
dice also get doubled, right?
Yep, because they're dice. So
All right. So
Big roll.
dice.
that's
Damn.
definitely dice. So while you are fairly certain you make a perfect shot on the creature and you expect the arrow to disappear into the creature's skin, it almost seems to go halfway into it. You deal damage, but not quite as much as you expect from a near perfect shot.
God damn, I'm gonna need to make myself some leather skin boots out of that.
And it's gonna need to roll a constitution check real quick to say. That'll do it. As it's hit by this arrow,
Oh, no.
Valentina, you're spit back out of his mouth, back into the water.
Oh my
On top
god.
of it, I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
she got that bath she needed.
No, I'm still on top of the water.
Yeah, water walk. Is water walk a concentration or?
Let me check.
Ooh. Probably, isn't it?
No.
All right. No
Nice.
need to roll any concentration saving rolls then.
The 1 hour duration.
Cool. Paluna, anything else you want to do?
Would it surprise you if I said I want to hide again? Just, as a general thing I like to do.
I'll allow it. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
17.
All right. You were celebrating that perfect shot a bit too much and didn't quite
Yes.
cover properly, but you feel still fairly unseen. Beer.
Mhm. And then I'm
Bear.
going to move a little bit further up.
That's fine with me. Be a bear. Bear beer. You're up now.
I will jump down next to Valentina in front.
Whoa.
And then I will do another set of attacks.
All right. Go ahead and claw away at it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Check. And reckless as well.
Checks out.
First bite attack, 19.
That hits.
That is 1d8 plus 6. 14. Nice.
And you're rolling higher damage.
There we go.
Alright, go ahead and make your claw.
Claw attack, 15.
Misses.
And then extra claw attack, 17.
That hits.
I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry.
2d6 plus 6 is...
There's the karma.
Yeah, you had to ruin it for me, didn't you?
Wait, have you been rolling with +6? It is still the bear's strength modifier.
Yeah, it's +4, +2 from raging. So
Oh, right.
raging
Wow,
damage
the bear has
baby.
+4? Damn.
Yep.
Would it
That's
surprise you if the bear
The bear has a 19 strength.
Damn. The bear is the strongest bear.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I've been rolling the wrong damage dice. I've been rolling longbow as +6. It's no D6, it's D8. Ew.
Unlock.
Oh my god.
Unfortunate, mate.
Well, technically, none of the
Definitely
rolls
didn't go
were...
like 3 sessions doing that.
Oh,
Definitely.
we don't talk about that then.
No.
You somehow just have a short bow
Nope.
now. Congratulations. No,
But
No,
is
it's
why
because
you-
I specifically sold my shortbow and never changed the 6 to an 8.
unlucky.
This man is an idiot. More news at 11.
Wow. That's just not news, even.
Wow. Anyway,
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
anything else you want to do, beer?
No. Question mark?
Alright. Valentina, at the top of your turn, this earthly shield that protected you for one turn is subsiding, but it's still leaving a trace of itself on you, and you now have +10 temporary hit points.
I have a +10 temporary hit point.
Yeah. It's the
Okay.
thing I gave you.
Awesome.
Stone skin.
Thank you.
And it's your turn.
Okay. One sec. Let's see. I will attempt to use consume.
So, go ahead and roll.
Yeah, that is 21. Is that correct though?
Those numbers seem... Yeah, if you roll 15? Yep,
Yep.
that's correct.
Okay, so that hits.
That hits.
14 points of damage, and I should
And-
also heal for that amount. And
Yep.
could I attempt to use something?
Something? Noted.
Touch of Death? My
Touch of Death.
divinity power.
Right. You don't have any divine symbol to channel it through, and you find yourself unable to connect to that power in that moment.
That's fair.
So you heal for 14, and you deal 14 damage. And the rest of you guys see Valentina just shove her hand and nails into this creature and suck vitality from it.
And as a bonus action, I will attack with my
The
spiritual weapon.
simple action is a bonus action, I believe.
Which one?
You attempted to channel your Touch of Death.
Oh,
That's a bonus action, I believe.
I don't know. Is it? It doesn't say so, but
Am I remembering incorrectly?
Loading screen music.
When you hit a creature with a minute, you can use Oh, right, it's a free action. Never mind then. You have a bonus action.
okay.
Absolutely. My bad.
No worries. Let's see if it is. 20.
Definitely hits.
6 points of force damage.
Nice.
And that's the
Alright.
end of my turn.
That's the end of its turn. It's now the Toad's turn. Seeing what creature that was stood on top of it that awoke it, blinking one eye after another, looks at this furry creature before it, and is going to attempt to chomp down on it. That's a 16 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and that's 20 points after 10.
Okay.
And I'm gonna need you to roll a athletics check for me. So a strength check.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
8.
It is, you are surrounded by his mouth, and you're considered grappled in his mouth in this moment.
Oh my god, what is going on?
Two cute small bear paws sticking out of his mouth. Tick, 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 tick. Balloon.
Alright.
Paluna far away in safety is just like. Oh, I said focus.
Hmm.
I tried to shoot it again.
23 hits.
Alright, this time without the sneak attack. 21!
That is
No, it
with
is.
sneak attack.
You do get sneak attack because there's
Yeah,
a creature.
I meant the
threatening it.
crit.
Oh,
I
the
meant
crit,
this
right.
one, not the crit, yeah.
21, half to 10. Alright. You're definitely seeing some wounds appear on this large entity, this large toad in this moment. Let me guess, you wanna stealth back into the shadows again?
Well, this is going to roll a constitution save to spit out my friend.
Not this time.
What was it? Well then.
The damage didn't
I
exceed
am-
the threshold.
I am going to sneak again.
I think you
Natural
managed just barely.
He
Like
vanishes from existence.
next to you, like you've seen Smallbeard trying to keep up with your movement, and every time he's like, "Where the fuck did Paluna go this time? This is unbelievable."
Another arrow keeps just flying out of these bushes. Paluna would be at home in Vietnam, dude. He can't hit for shit, but nobody can find him.
Pretty much, yeah. You would be Vietnamese. Yep.
These trees, they speak Elfinese.
Well said. I will allow that one. Good job. Bear. Beer.
Beer bear.
Beer bear.
So you
You
said
trim the
I'm
stuff.
in his mouth, right?
You're in his mouth and you're grappled.
Or like in all the way inside, or like in his lips, basically, like.
On his tongue, resting at the moment. And
But completely
your
inside,
two
right?
Back, yeah, your back legs are the only thing sticking out between his lips.
Can I like flip all the way inside? Like,
You certainly can, yes.
alright, I'll just go like in. In
He
his
will
mouth.
definitely aid his food in being swallowed, so it allows you to go deeper within. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I start like, can I look around to see if I can see like anything that's like a little bit more like tender, or like
You're
do I see-
standing on
like
a
just
tongue.
uvula or something, or like anything like that.
Interesting enough that there's a uvula because creature, but the insides are just as colorful as the outside is.
Hmm.
It's very much like standing in a discotheque where the disco ball is stood still but still projecting in every direction. There's the tongue and a uvula, absolutely.
Okay, I think that's like a probably painful or annoying place to get like bitten and clawed at, so I'll direct my attack towards that. And
You
I'll
certainly
do
shall.
another.
I will say,
multi-attack.
since you're aiming for a specific point in its mouth, you will have a higher DC to hit it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hmm.
I'll do reckless attacks. Bite first. 12. Yikes. Guess that misses. And
That
then
misses.
claw 17.
Misses.
And another claw 12.
Misses.
Alright.
Tasty.
That is my turn.
That is your turn. Valentina, you're up.
Beer is still stuck in his mouth.
Beer still stuck in his mouth.
You saw me go all the way in. Basically, it's like
Oh god.
Did you deduct the health from the bear? Yeah, it is.
mhm. Yeah.
Crazy that it has so much health. Gotta nerf that some way. Anyway.
What do you mean? I'm missing all my attacks. It's not like
That's,
And-
I guess that's a trade-off. You're not doing 30 damage, great weapon master
Exactly.
anymore. Yeah, 7 times a turn.
I will attempt to use Vampiric Touch.
Go ahead.
25.
That definitely hits.
Alright. 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Beer, you are the closest creature to it. And while you're standing in there trying to bite at this fleshy boxing ball, boxing bag, punching bag, whatever, you see greenish, familiar necrotic energy emanate
No.
from this inside of his mouth and penetrate your skin. So you take 11 damage, half to 5.
Oh no! Should have seen this coming.
God damn it.
You are the closest being to it. You are 0 feet away.
I'm literally punching back.
It would be a shame if you had a second shapeshift, huh?
Oh no, I do. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. You have more health than the monsters at this point, if we include your rage.
Well, that's the goal.
Okay, spiritual weapon. Go.
All right.
Ayo?
Oh,
Let's go. There's so many
That'll
crits this
definitely
fight.
hit.
Oh no. I was like,
13
That's
points
good.
of damage.
okay.
that's good.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
That's it. It's the Toad's turn. He's going to swallow beer.
What?
With beer in his mouth, beer around you, you begin to see a greenish liquid rise within it. And you take,
Uh-oh.
with no saving throw, 27 points of damage, half to 13. It sounded more dramatic than it was, but then remember, beer.
Okay, so I lose my shape and I take 2 points of damage.
Careful, careful. We only have to repeat this a billion more times before you're down.
Yeah, but now I'm. Wait, where am I?
Are you in the
Oh,
belly
I'm
of the
underneath.
You
beast?
are in
Okay.
its.
Yeah, no, I couldn't see my turn.
Hello.
I'm here.
Hello.
Yeah.
Is he gonna do it again? No, it's not. Okay, okay. Hello.
Wait.
Hello. Hello.
Sticking out on all sides.
God, I'm having too much fun with that. Stop it! Stop it! Serious moment. Beer's about to die. No.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, hello. Apparently.
It's like the tiniest slip.
So, that was his bonus action. As his main action is looking down at Valentina. And Valentina, you see his chins begin to swell up. And Beer, you find yourself this greenish liquid begin to rise within it. And in that moment, the frog vomits up you and a bunch of stomach acid all over Valentina.
Ugh.
I am so happy I moved. I was like, there's gonna be something pointed that direction. Let's just.
I'm gonna need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage on Beer because you're literally in it.
No, just a normal roll then.
Yeah, because you. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it, danger sense. Right.
You keep
Why-
trying, but
The danger is it because he is in the beast's
21.
mouth.
Beer, you take half and half of 19. So you take. What's that? That's
5.
like 9 down to 4. You take
No,
4
it's
points of
5.
damage.
9 down to 10, down to 5. No, 19 down to 10 down to 5. You always round up.
No,
you round down.
Round down. So it is actually.
Oh, you round
4.
down? Never mind.
Yeah, it's
4.
yep.
Easy.
Okay.
And Valentina, you take full 19 damage.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And additionally, you
Oh,
take
no.
1 damage from beer landing on top of you.
Oh, okay.
Afterwards, I'm gonna need both of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Become saving throws.
Well, oh
Hmm.
my.
Oh,
22.
21.
As this acid is released into the air and mixes with it, it begins to release a weird scent, and for a moment you begin to feel drowsy. But then you manage to pick yourself back up again and avoid falling asleep. And that's the end of his turn.
So I'm here somewhere.
Right there. You can put next to her. For visual
How
clarity.
hurt is this frog? Like, does it look wounded?
It's definitely looking wounded at this point, yeah.
Luna is considering a reckless charge. Luna is no longer considering a reckless charge.
From
Look,
the
I
moment
had
you
to confirm
Hmm.
just that I was out of range first, okay?
right. The moment you hit this, where it goes from the shallow to the deep, you enter rough terrain. Which is half movement speed.
Honestly, I don't even think that stops me.
Or you're gonna do a cunning action dash.
Yeah, I was trying to say, like, I might just cunning action and, like, try and do a cool dash jump kind of thing. To, like, try and do what Beer did and get on top of it.
Alright.
You know what? It sounds too cool not to do it now that we've said it, so we're gonna do that.
You have 35, so that would be 70.
I'm going
Yeah, you
to
make it.
swap over for my 2 weapons. My
Mhm.
+1 dagger of returning and the cutlass. The letter opener. And then I'm going to cunning action dash. So I believe that's all my actions except my attack action. And just, sprint and try to
Mhm.
jump up on its back and do what I failed to do with the Goliath and, get both daggers in.
Alright. Considering the size of this creature, I'm not gonna need you to roll any check to land on it. You just stick the landing, considering your dexterity to do so.
And then I'm
So-
going to attack with ill advantage.
Go for it.
Waka. Waka.
First one hits, other one doesn't.
Alright. With snake attack and magical,
Yep.
20.
20 points of damage where you just feel your letter opener sink into it with ease. Penetrates the tough height. It's still standing. Anything else you want to do while you're now on the back of this massive toad creature?
I think it didn't roll my cutlass. Look at it, it rolled 1 + 3 + 1, not 1d6 plus.
Oh, have you just hard set it to be 1? Did you forget the
I
six?
definitely haven't been like unintentionally nerfing my attack rolls all these sessions, guys. I definitely have not been an actual factual
Oh
fucking angry here.
my god. You just been
Can
dealing
I-
1 flat damage every time.
Oh,
Don't
what have you been doing?
Think about it, okay?
Man, that means you would have killed the giant, the Goliath, last session. Because it survived
I
with 1
think.
HP.
Oh my god, my dagger has been doing the same. Oh.
Wait, what? What are you doing?
I suck at spaghetti code, dude. Do not. F. I'm going to roll a 1d6 instead now.
Yeah,
We're going to get
chop roll.
25 damage.
Yeah, that seems a bit more reasonable, I guess.
Oh my fucking god.
Alright.
10 damage, nice.
Not bad. Alright.
Alright.
How have you fucked up this badly, bro?
I've just been nerfing myself. Okay.
Hmm.
Can I just do a test roll to see if it works now? Like ignore my next roll.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. We are beta testing orange
Ha ha!
weapons.
It works! Let's go! He can do it! He can write a D6! Woo!
Nice.
Should we try with your dagger as well, just to get it out of the way?
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go.
The excitement from typing 1d4 correctly. Fucking amazing. Good job, Oren. Improved.
Wait, no. That's not D4, that's a D6.
Did you write incorrectly on the dagger?
Or, shh, silence, I did not.
Oh my.
You heard nothing.
Okay. So, with that said, Beer, you're up. You for a moment just see Oren hanging, cursing to his weapons on the side of this massive toad. Fucking dagger, fucking letter opener. What do you want to do, Beer? Beer.
What I want to do is turn back into a bear.
Ain't no
I'll
way.
use,
Bro,
my
you're gonna
second-
do it again?
use my second one shape.
Hmm.
Boom. We're bearing it up again. And then I will do 2 more attacks.
Alright.
I mean, does it matter if it's reckless or not? I have an 11 AC. It's gonna hit regardless. So I'll do reckless attacks.
Hmm.
Bite.
That hits.
20. Okay. That's 1d8. 6. 9 points of damage.
Alright.
And then we'll do 2 claw attacks. 22 and 7.
1 hits.
2 d6 plus 6. 13 points of damage.
The toad is looking severely wounded at this point.
Alright. That's my turn.
That's your turn. Valentina, you're up.
Okay. I did Vampiric Touch last time, and I can, since that hit, I can continue using that as an action.
Go ahead. Yeah, it doesn't cost a spell slot.
Yeah.
That's right.
18.
18 hits.
11 damage.
11 damage. Can I get you to roll a 1d3 for me?
Yeah.
Oh no.
As you send this necrotic energy into the toad, it backfires immediately into you and the damage is negated. And you take 11 points of necrotic damage.
Wait. What? Why? What? Okay.
Wait, have you not been paying attention? This is what you've been doing to me all the whole session.
You were like on it and inside, and I don't know what the fuck you were doing.
And
So-
I believe the vampiric touch is a concentration while it's running like that.
Yes, but since he didn't take damage, do I not heal then? I just take damage and nothing else.
You just take damage.
Do I heal from hitting myself?
Stop hitting
I
yourself.
guess.
I mean,
Okay,
technically, yes, but it just
But, yeah.
specifies any target. Yeah.
But
Okay,
you
So-
gain half, so you still lose
Yeah.
a bit. But
I'll roll for concentration.
You succeed. No worries.
You succeed against your own concentration save.
And-
I
Congratulations.
guess you would get 5 back. Yeah?
Wait, did I take any damage then?
You took 11 and then you heal 5.
Okay. A sec.
You'll basically witness Valentina slap herself in the face. And it felt good.
But you kind of likes it, yeah.
I just look so confused, like, huh? And then we'll use my spirit weapon.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
18.
I haven't seen you miss with your spiritual weapon in like
A long time.
Yeah.
10
Spirit
sessions
weapon's
or
just
something.
been popping off.
Go
Yeah.
spirit weapon.
That definitely hits. Yeah.
11.
11.
Nice.
Damn. It is
Just
on its
that-
very last legs in this moment. It's limping a bit to the side and is having trouble opening one of his eyes. It's the Toad's turn. In a last-ditch effort, it's gonna attempt to... No, at first, it's gonna repeat its last action. You see it accumulate the same way before. Its chin's filling up with this green liquid, and it spews it down over Beer and Valentina once more.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna need you guys to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, 19. Nice.
Beer, you take half and half of 11
Oh,
to 5 to 2.
fuck you, Beer.
So OP.
And Valentina?
Holy shit.
You take
Full
11
damage.
points of damage.
Of course I do.
I'm gonna need you to roll a concentration check
What
for
the
me.
fuck?
Oh
And you
no.
lose concentration and vampiric touch.
Oh,
I'm now gonna need you to roll a constitution saving throw for me.
Me too as well, right?
Yep.
Oh no. 8.
Valentina, you once
Creepy
again
bear.
resist this drowsy fate while you see Bear to your left just tilts over in the water and it's just bubbling under the water.
this is no time to take a nap.
The
It's
toad.
not hibernating season.
The toad is going to turn around, and you see
I'm
his
on top of
hind-
it.
Yeah, you're going to see his hind legs are tensing up, and in that moment, it attempts to leave your attack range. Valentina, you get an attack of opportunity. Oren, you don't, because you technically don't leave it as attack range.
I'm going flying.
I guess that would be this one.
That definitely misses.
Yeah.
Oren,
Yes,
this toad is
Let's have some fun.
huge.
it is fucking massive, dude.
It is fucking massive, which means its jump force is equally as massive compared to a normal toad. You are currently, and you guys from the ground, well, Bear is asleep. Valentina and from somewhere in the bushes, Small Beer sees this frog leap 80 to 90 feet up into the air,
What?
Oh,
straight
let's
away
go.
from you. Oren, I'm
Okay.
gonna need you to roll an acrobatics check to see if you can hang on.
Somehow, this is smaller than my dex. 22.
You hang on to this toad,
Jesus Christ.
leaping into the air. You have one action as you're now at the peak of his jump.
Okay, so I'm going to do something that's likely going to end with me absolutely fucking bodied and like in negative HP. But
Oh no.
now we're on the same trajectory. There's no way I don't land on top of it as well, right?
Correct.
So Paluna is going to like use his like detach and then try to do a free fall step. So when it lands, he's going to land on top of it with the stabbing weapons down as his attack. Sort of like, you know, following it all the way down, and then when it crashes, crash on top of it with the weight behind his letter opener and his dagger of returning.
Like a human torpedo dashing after it.
Basically, like I am human torpedoing this with two swords from 90
Interesting.
feet in the air.
I was about to say like how we're gonna cushion your fall because the toad has built in.
No,
organic
we're
mechanics.
going in.
You're going
going-
in.
This
He's
man
going
is shattering
through.
his arms.
So as the toad is now descending at full falling speed, I'm gonna need you to make an attack roll to see if your daggers pierce through the moment you impact back on ground.
Do I get advantage on this? Considering.
Actually,
What would give you
no,
advantage?
because there's no one else threatening it, and is very much aware of your presence.
Actually, since I'm not using any movement, I'm not moving myself. I haven't moved. I'm going
True.
to steady aim. I'm going
Steady-
to steady aim this.
Does steady aim work with melee weapons, or is it any weapon?
Next attack roll. So letter opener
Perfect.
gets steady aim.
Perfect. Letter opener gets
Nice.
advantage. So go ahead and roll on your attack roll.
23 on the letter opener, and then let's turn
Hmm.
off advantage for once.
Hmm.
And 21 on the dagger.
Both hit. You don't have to roll damage, but you can go ahead just for satisfactory purposes.
All right. Boom. And work with me here, thing. Cease resisting.
All right.
All of it, man.
Nice.
So in this perfect moment in time where you're free falling on the back of this massive toad, the moment that would otherwise be a gracious landing ends up with the toad face planting into the dirt and just skidding across the dirt, pulling up trees with it and knocking over other trees. And in that moment, I'm gonna have to roll some falling damage for you, because that's gonna be interesting.
Let's go. Let's take some fucking falling damage here.
You take
I should.
33 points of falling damage.
I'm alive.
He's alive. So,
I just
considering you're alive, I will allow you to. How do you want to do this?
So, you guys see this toad just fucking into the air. It goes 90 feet up, which is about 15 times the height of a like tall Norwegian lad, right? Just absolutely that high with Paluna. And
Check
then you
out.
see from the back of the toad something just go a little bit further up. And then the toad starts falling and it starts following, but instead of, trying to do a soft landing, it starts, aerodynamically with two sharp objects pointing down, following after the toad. Just absolutely put both of the daggers in right at the spine, and then you can just see as the laws of nature takes the rest of this stupid elf's body and just, when you just jump into water and you hit your like on the stomach first.
Oh,
Same
yeah.
thing, but on top of the toad, and you just hear like.
And it's surprising because you do hear this, despite the toad having landing about 100 feet away from you in this moment. You still hear the trees getting knocked over and a loud, windy gasp throughout the forest. Well, Valentina hear this, and Beers.
I'm just straight up
Here, wake
vibing.
up, you gotta see this.
Guys, I got it.
Oh, wow. That's amazing,
Paluna's-
Paluna.
Paluna stumbling through the woods back to where he come from, and it's like, guys, I did this. Sees a bear sleeping with face down in the water. Valentina severely wounded next to the bear.
You just see Paluna come like sauntering, staggering out of the wood, like one fist held high and like a victory, like I won. From all the way up here, I imagine.
As you're saying that,
Toad is dead.
as you're saying that, you notice with your high passive perception, small creatures closing in on the pond from within the trees. Small flying creatures nearing the pond.
Guys, get out of the water! Get out of the water! Guys, get out of the water!
I bend over to Beer and
Things are
I try to
coming!
shake him awake.
Easy enough. It's a light sleep. Beer wakes up from this rusking.
I'm still in the water.
You get out of the water, trying to pull his fur up.
You see small Beer walking over to Beer. Beer, I think there are fairies coming in.
I drop my wild shape and climb out of the water.
In that moment, you quickly estimate about to be 20 or 30 fairies hovering just around the lake, and a few closing in on the two furbolgs standing next to each other. Small male and female figures hovering with insect-like wings, colors of different shade, of different nuances, blue and reddish and purple in their skin.
Hello!
You killed the Pond Lord. Who protects us now? Are you the new protector?
No? Question mark? I don't know. He attacked us. We just defended ourselves. Wait, who are you guys?
We are the fairies that the Pond Lord protects.
Protects from who? People like us, I guess. Or...
The spider.
Spider?
He takes us and he spins us in his colorful webs and then eats us. It's
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
no. But you will protect us now, right?
I look at my friends like,
Shake
I
my
guess.
head.
yeah, sure.
We're not really planning on staying here, little people. We're just passing through.
Are you not going to protect us?
I
We
mean,
can
guys,
always
we
look
kinda...
into this whole spider situation, but we can't protect you for long term, you know?
Let me ask you a question first, please. Is this the Feywild?
Oh no. This is our new home.
Oh,
The
so
Feywild-
you got lost as well?
No, we chose to come here through the ley line.
Why?
New places, new opportunities.
What, to sit around a pond all day?
We wouldn't if the spider wasn't an issue.
I see. So if someone were to deal with this spider, you could do other things then?
Yes.
Like what? Alright. Keep your secrets. So, do you know if there's a way to get to the Feywilds from here?
If you kill the spider, maybe.
Alright. That sounds like a deal. What do you guys think?
Oh,
We take care of the spider? I
Yes.
mean, we did like
I-
kill the protector, so...
I just
kinda feel
need
bad
like
about it.
I need a rest first, beer.
Yeah, well, not
I need
now.
a moment to
but,
catch my breath.
like, maybe like
A
tomorrow.
rest and a bath. Please.
There's a
Well,
lake right here. Well, pond.
I know.
Oh, I think you got a deal, little guy. Or lady.
Heal.
Well,
Begin to flutter,
being said-
hover over the pond in a small little swarm.
Alright.
I'm going to go. I'm going to suggest I'm going to go back to the toad because that thing had some very tough hide that might make for some good leather for later.
Sure, you do
Okay.
that. I instantly
You have
start
fun.
going into the water to wash off all the acid.
All right.
Yeah, I'll join you.
I'm going to go skin the toad.
All right.
Pops.
Make a survival check for me as you're currently carving, trying to skin a creature you're not familiar with.
Laughs and +9 survival.
Cries and OP players. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
This was the the whole point was to make a guy who could travel anywhere and survive off the lands. So it's
Yeah,
like
no
I need
worries.
survival, I need perception, and I'm a rogue, so I need stealth.
And you manage all those things easily enough. You manage to slice off. How much are you just taking enough with you for a pair of something, or you bring as much as possible?
I am dissecting this for as many valuable parts as I can get hold of. So like, ideally a set of armor for me, small beer and beer if I can get away with it. Like
All right.
that much, and some for some cosmetic, like some people have snakeskin boots, some people have toadskin boots. Luna would want a cool set of toadskin boots to celebrate, and maybe a trophy, and that kind of stuff. As much as you can get away with. Mainly
Roll it.
because bag of holding.
Roll a d100 for me.
Love D100s.
You nearly
Either that is very
perfect
good or
skin.
very bad.
You nearly perfect skin this creature. You even have 2 perfectly intact eyeballs that you bring with you that haven't lost their colorful hue in any way. They haven't gone glassy white that normal creatures do when they die. They have kept their almost as if the eyeball is looking at you when you're holding it correctly, as if it's tracing you in some way, with a rainbowy sheen going through it all the time. You get about 50 kilos of toad skin and provisions for in terms of raw meat for 14 days.
Is it a special kind of toad skin or just toad skin?
Write down fey toad skin, so I can keep it in mind when you decide to do something with it.
Yeah, and I call them fey toad eyeballs.
Thanks, that.
I like how we meet these little fairies and like, oh, this is our protector. You killed him, and Baluna immediately goes and skins it.
Look, want not, waste not, right?
Profiteer.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, like,
Awesome.
if you kill a deer in the forest, you take what you need from what you can get from the deer. There's no reason to leave anything behind. You said 14 days worth of rations?
Yeah.
Brings me to 28, considering we've been out for a couple of days. Yep,
All right.
good old skinning session.
Good old skinning session. We love those. So, the swarm of fairies are currently just circulating back and forth and around the pond, looking at all of you, shifting their gazes, expecting for something to happen soonish. What do you guys want to do in this moment?
Well, I need a short rest. Poluna looks like something just absolutely smacked the shit out of his general chest area. Like, there is probably a huge fucking bruise under his shirt.
Yeah, a short rest is fine. I don't know about you, Valentina. Do you have some spells still available?
Definitely need to rest. And oh, Baluna, can I borrow your soap?
Yeah, sure, you really should have got your own. Here, keep
Haven't
it. I
really-
throw you my soap.
Thank you.
That was pretty cool beer. Can you teach me how to become a bear?
I wish I could, but kinda just happens.
Okay. Paluna, can you teach me how to disappear like you did? That was so cool.
Hey, you can already do that.
No, but like he did it so many times. I was trying to chase him through the brush, but like all I saw was arrows flying in all directions. It was so cool.
Well, I can give you some pointers. But first, let's just... Whew, I need a moment. Paluna's probably going to eat some food, wash himself off somewhat as well in the pond, and, generally short rest.
All right.
And
so
if
the
there's
quest-
space while short resting, I will also give Small Beer some verbal pointers on, sneaking.
Are you guys going for a short or long rest? Because Valentina expressed that she needed a long rest, but I don't know what you guys decided on.
I just need a short rest, but if Valentina needs a long rest, we can arrange for a longer rest.
Yeah, we can do a long rest. It's fine.
Would be best, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll protect these fairies in the meantime around this pond,
It's kind of
And
weird
then,
that you're flying
in-
above the
in-
pond. I'm trying to have a bath.
And just ignore it.
Okay.
Don't look at it.
Gentlemen's rules, we'll set up our camp facing away from where you're bathing, so we have a reason not to look.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Valentina,
If
how
we're
far-
long resting, then I will also ask the fairies where the spider is.
All right. Before that happens, Valentina, how far out into the pond do you go while you're bathing?
As far as I need to go to go up to my shoulders.
Okay, so you're basically stepping off the short end and you're now fully swimming. The pond like goes steep decline the moment you go
Oh,
away from
okay.
the shore.
Right.
As you experience during combat. So you're just swimming along the edge there?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to roll a perception check for me.
Uh-oh.
As you're swimming and washing yourself off with the soap into this pond that these fays apparently consider good for them. Anyway, you peer down into this fairly clear water and you notice some round shapes and some translucent goo stuck to plants along the edge below you. And then you trace it and you see all around the edge of this pond the same scene plays out. This translucent goo with some round shapes in it attached to the plants.
I'm like submerged a little to look at this, and I go back up for air, and I look up towards the fairies, and I ask them, "What is this in the water?"
We don't know. The Lake Lord defends us. He lives here. We lived here. So, he would, it would know.
Can I attempt to dive down and try to pick up? Is it plants covered with this goo, or?
It's hard to tell. You dive down to grab hold of one of them, and it feels extremely gooey to hold on to. And it's about, you have to hold it in two hands to pluck one of these things off the plants.
Okay. Did I manage to pull it off?
Yeah.
Okay. I swim back up with this goo, I guess? And I'd like
Yes.
to look at it, see if I can see what it is.
And make a nature check for me.
Right.
Just seems like a big round shape with a gooey mass on it.
Is
It's
it
weird.
sticky?
The outside of it is, the gooey mass that is on the outside of this translucent thing is very sticky to hold on to.
Okay, I swim towards the edge of the pond.
Mhm.
And I call Beer. Come over here, but don't look.
You can just see Paluna just
Oh.
gives Beer this like, how do you comply with this look? Like, you've just been hit with a paradox, right?
Yeah, what does he want from me? I don't know. Okay. I'll just hold my hands for my eyes, start walking in the general direction. Here.
Make an insight check.
Well, that's gotta be a low roll. Never mind. 17.
Nice.
After closing your eyes and listening to the direction of her voice, you manage to walk in a somewhat linear path towards it and not steer into the pond. You're now right in front of Valentina, you estimate.
Beer.
I'm
I found
here.
This goo at the bottom of the
Ew,
pond.
what the fuck? Why would you want me to see that? What's wrong with you?
No, Beer, it's something weird about it. I was wondering maybe you knew what it was since you're from the Feywilds. I have no idea what it is. I place it on the ground next to the pond.
Can I open my eyes?
And I submerge my body into the water. Yes.
Okay, I look at it.
You see the very same thing, a round shape with some gooey, translucent mass on it.
So, well, I mean,
Well, have you seen anything like it?
try to think back on if I would have.
Make a nature check.
Nature. 10.
You recognize it's an egg of a type.
Oh,
A
yeah.
massive egg. Yeah.
That's just an egg.
An egg?
That's probably the frog egg, you know?
Oh, it has a lot of eggs.
Wait, really?
I think I should get out of here before they get out from their eggs.
I mean, is it about to hatch?
I don't know. You're the one who told me it's an egg.
I'll pick it up and like inspect it closer. Maybe shake it around a little bit.
I should shake it around a bit. Make an insight check for me.
15.
You haven't necessarily heard about fade toad eggs, but you have in passing heard about toad eggs being completely translucent and able to see the embryo in the middle as a small black dot. But in this case, there is a vague whitish shell to it. But it's still soft to the touch. It's hard to tell what stage the embryo is at.
Well, probably best not to mess with them too much. Where did you find it? In the pond itself?
Yeah, in the pond, it was stuck on some kind of plant or something.
Alright, just put it back.
Oh, okay.
It's not done hatching yet, so...
I reach for the egg.
Yeah. You now have
Yeah, okay. I'll swim back down and try to place it where I found it.
and easy enough while it hangs a bit and dangles a bit after you let go of it. It still manages to stick back to the stem of the plant.
Okay. I swim back up and I get out of the pond and I look at the fairies and say, I think there will be new protectors hatching from the waters. Don't worry.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Oh my god.
You have to kill the spider.
We will. Don't worry about it.
Ah, Bear, you're still here! Don't look!
Well, I wasn't. I swear.
Turn around!
Right, small beer. So if you want to go somewhere undetected, all you have to do is make sure to put your feet where nobody can hear you.
So I definitely shouldn't step on any twigs or anything when I'm going through the forest.
No. It's not that you shouldn't step on any twigs. It's that you shouldn't snap on them. Don't be cautious where you step, but make sure you walk as you need to. You'll just lose your balance if you take too long if you step on every twig. Be a breeze. Just float across. Just demonstrating in the camp.
Be a breeze and float across. Yeah, that checks out. So, how do you do the jumping and stepping and flying the toad?
Well, the toad was responsible for the flying part. Yeah, it jumped really high and I was sort of on its back. Didn't really plan for that, but ow, it happens and it looked cool.
You're still cooler, but I like you, Paluna. You're okay, despite you doing the whole thing with my amulet and all that. But
You'll get a replacement later if you keep going like you are.
yes.
At this point, I
Awesome.
probably would have gotten dressed and returned back to the others.
All right. They have set up camp while all this is happening. Are you guys going to turn in for a night's sleep?
Yeah, I would also tell Paluna about the toad eggs in the pond.
Neat. Wonder
Just
if we could
hope they
cook
don't hatch
those.
while we sleep.
Oh, they'll just become what? Toadlings? I think's the word.
I have no idea.
Frog spawn. Spawn. They'll just become spawn. Giant frog spawn. I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, frog spawn is, confined to a body of water for some time until they eventually, grow up. What? It takes some time. We're perfectly safe as long as we don't get into the water after they've hatched.
Okay.
Speaking of which, Paluna will also take, a bath and get cleaned up now that the opportunity is there at the end of the night. Well, not at the end of the night, but at the end of setting up camp and when everyone's back together.
Understood. It becomes nighttime. Luna cleans up. Valentina has gotten dressed, and beer and small beer, I imagine, are hanging out in some way or fashion, talking
Yes.
about Druid's ship and closing in on potential home stretch. The Fays are still circulating the pond in their small swarm, looking at you guys doing whatever they consider humans are doing. Who is taking the first watch?
I'll do it.
Then I will be second.
All right.
Valentina and Paluna falls asleep. Beer, you're sitting as the night sky is stretching itself out above you, the stars. While you are in Fey-like environments, the starry sky above you definitely still reminds you of you're not quite home yet.
Mm.
But you sense the Fey nature around you instinctively. This is definitely close to home in some way. And I'm gonna need you to roll a perception check.
3.
You never pays
Fey-
attention on his watches.
Nope.
A small Fey girl flies over to you. You seem to be from the Feywild.
Oh yeah.
Did you
What
do-
gave it away?
I mean, you're kind.
Yeah, well, I guess that makes sense. I'm a Furbolg, after all.
And you're blue. Most people that come through here are not blue.
That's
And
true.
And you smell like us. You feel
Well, thank
like
you.
us.
That's a nice compliment.
Did you choose to come here as well?
No, I didn't. I lost my way in the Feywilds, and then I ended up here. Now I'm just trying to find my way back.
Huh. Good luck. And it flies away, back to his swarm, hovering above the pond.
Thank you, I guess.
Your shift passes by with no events unfolding before you, aside from that small little encounter.
Alright,
And you're going to wake up who?
I'll wake up Paluna.
Alright.
Good.
Paluna, you're awoken
Midnight
by
beer?
beer.
Yeah. Just keep an eye out on those little fairies. They're not as annoying as pixies, but you never know, you know?
You never know. You're right.
Keep an eye out. Alright.
I give a respectful nod and then I don't know. Do we have a fire going or do we not? I don't think we do.
I don't remember if you spoke about setting up a fire camp when you set up camp, but
I did not.
all right. Then there is no campfire ongoing at the moment.
Paluna will just, position as watch. Diligent as usual, hopefully.
All right. Make a perception check for me. A small fae flies over to you. In similar fashion as what happened with Beer, though you weren't present to see it. Flies over. Are you from the Feywild?
No.
Huh. Curious.
I'm an adventuring companion of Beer's.
And as you're like looking at this fae hovering before you, you hear some rustling happening over in your camp. Behind you, near your companions.
I sprint over to look at the rustling.
You see a small fae trying to lift a small bag away from Valentina and her belongings.
I try and grab the fae between my fingers.
Make an attack roll. Unarmed.
I believe that is RD20 plus 6.
The fae manages to dodge out of the way of your hands and begins to fly higher up in the air than you can reach in this moment.
Is there another fairy nearby?
The fae that was speaking to you has retreated back to hover across the pond.
I beckon it for it to come over.
It's hovering, looking at you.
Find them. I go grab my bow.
All right. You're holding your
And
bow.
take up. I at least take up, a guarding position near the camp.
All right. The rest of the shift goes by without any events unfolding. Who do you wake up?
I prod Valentina.
I wake up.
Oi, Valentina.
Yeah.
One of the fairies tries that. I point to the bag that was sort of like half lifted away. One of the small fairies tried to lift that away during your sleep.
Oh, no, it flew away with the bag.
Aren't they small things?
Oh, yes.
Like, legitimately, can it even carry that?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I legitimately thought it, like, left the bag. If it...
No, it
Yeah,
lifts the bag. That's probably
Okay.
accent thing.
Yeah, then I'll inform you that one of the fairies flew off with her bag.
What?
And for her to be vigilant.
My bag?
Yep. Sorry. Did not mean to click
My
that.
whole backpack, or?
As
No,
you're
just, like,
checking your
small.
belongings, you notice your bag of holding is missing.
Crap! That was just pesky little Timmons.
Well, if they're gonna act like this, I don't think we should be protecting them.
You're right. I get up and I start marching towards the pond.
Hey, Valentina.
Yes?
Stay awake during the shift. Watch them, and don't give them a lot of leeway.
Understood.
And Luna will, at best, be half asleep. Very much. Well, it is a trance, so I'm meditating after a fashion.
Yep.
Uh,
You will be able to be woken up in an instant, need be.
Yeah. And I also have the feet alert, so if anything even tries and it gets caught, it is immediate violence.
Understood. Valentina, knowing this information that you've been given in this moment, your shift begins, and I'm going to need you to roll a perception check. A small fae flies over to you. Hi,
Did you steal my things?
are you from the Feywild?
Did you steal my things? I get up and I start looking over to everyone's belongings, looking around, seeing if there's anyone trying to steal anything.
As you're looking around, you see nothing out of the ordinary. Excuse me, are you from the Feywild?
Did you steal my things?
You don't smell like the blue guy.
Of course I don't. I bathe.
You smell different.
Clean. Did you take my bag?
It begins to fly away and return to the pond.
I follow it. I start walking after it.
It is now entering above where the lake goes down, and you're knee deep in water. If you continue to follow it, you will be swimming in the pond.
Okay, I won't walk into the pond, but I'll stand
Okay.
at the edge of the pond and look up at the fairies. Can I have my bag back, please?
No response from the face.
I need it back now.
No response.
If you want me to kill that spider, you better give me my bag back.
No response.
I'm gonna get it back. Just wait until the others wake up. I will walk back towards the camp. Sit down.
Alright. The rest of your shift goes by without any issue. A new day begins as the sun begins to rise in the sky. Who do you wake up first?
Beer?
Alright. Beer, you are awoken by Valentina, shaking you gently.
Good morning, Valentina.
Good morning, Beer. Those little devils, they stole from me.
Wait, they did?
Yeah, they stole my bag. And I need it. I have very important things in it.
Oh, wait, let me check first if they stole anything from me. See if I have all my stuff.
As you check your personhood, everything, you can't find your own bag of holding.
Hey, they took mine as well. What the hell?
They did. Of course they did. Little devils.
Alright, let's go talk to them.
Let's get Poluna too. Like walk over to Poluna and shake him.
What
I
about my
wake up
stuff?
small bit as well.
Yeah. Luna gets up and checks all of his things.
You definitely notice that your courier backpack has been shifted a bit from where you
My
left
courier
it.
trunk.
Courier trunk, yeah. Has been shifted a bit, but it's definitely still there.
Ha! Too big to carry off.
Well,
All
I want to
right.
go confront these fairies.
I get dressed, get my bow and quiver, and say, if they're going to steal from adventurers, they're going to have to face the consequences as well. I vote
Hold
that,
on, Paulina. Hold on. Let's do this a bit more diplomatic, okay?
You know what? You'll start the diplomacy, but if they don't hoist up the supplies soon, I will consider doing the exact opposite of protecting them.
Me too.
This is betrayal. I will not work for betrayal.
Hold your horses, okay? Just relax a bit. I'll start walking over with my gang.
Mhm. The faces are still swarming, gently flying back and forth in the middle of the pond.
So, any two fairies that look like they're holding 2 bags.
Not from what you can see, no. This swarm is not like moving sporadically extremely fast back and forth. They are gently just intertwining, moving back and forth. So being able to spot an object that out of place amongst them wouldn't be too difficult. And you're fairly certain it's not there.
Alright, listen up. We know 2 of you, or 1 of you, stole like 2 bags of ours. And we're gonna need them back. Otherwise, we're gonna have some problems.
No response.
Hey, we're not joking around here. Give us our things back, or we have to take you down.
Make an intimidation check for me.
All right. Rolls, man.
No response.
Pull out my
Is it like a
cane.
little, little rock or something, like a little pebble?
Paluna is at this point going to hear her say that. He's going to ghost into the woods and stealth away from the fairies.
All right. You definitely feel like you hit pretty well. Not your best job, but definitely feel hidden.
And then I'm just going to start taking aim at one of the fairies.
All right.
I'm not going to fire, but the second we go for it, I will be shooting.
Understood.
Can I pick up like a tiny little pebble, like really small?
Absolutely.
I'll try to like toss it at one of the face to like get its attention.
Make a range attack roll, which would be
I'm not trying to harm it or anything, just like knock it.
Hmm.
Do this. 15.
15.
And that's
You cleave a fey in two. No, the pebble like strafes one of the flying fays. The entire swarm stops up, looking towards you.
Hello, do I have your attention now?
They begin swaying in the same motion, back and forth, almost as if in unison.
Who is your
Anticipating-
leader?
No response.
God damn it.
Hey, if you don't communicate with us, we will jump in and kill those eggs. And there you will have no guardian to protect you. Look over at Beard. Damn, they don't respond to anything.
Mm. I'll pull out my flower. And hold it out in front of them.
You notice
Makes
that
it
the
do it.
swarm stops swaying back and forth, and in one singular motion, all approach the flower at the same time. They're about 5 feet away from the flower in this moment.
There you go. I'll hold it out and see if they come any closer.
They approach slowly. 1 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet. They're now 1 feet away from it. Eerily standing still in the air looking at this flower. And the moment they are closing in on it from the last feet, in the middle they depart as if they're a mouth opening up and are about to jump down on the flower.
I mean, I'll pull it back a little bit towards me. Like, I cover it with my hands a bit.
Almost as if a mouth is trying to follow the flower. It snaps right before you manage to pull it back, and it snaps right before your hands. And then they pull back slowly again.
What the hell, guys? It's mine. Just like those bags.
Hey, did you forget how to talk?
Give me the flower.
Give us our
Why?
bags.
If we get the flower, you get the bag. Both.
Why? The bags are ours anyway. Just give them back and no one gets hurt.
They are mine now. You have trinkets.
Yeah,
Let
we
me
need those
trinkets.
back.
Mine now.
It doesn't work like that.
As they speak, it is as if all the Fays are speaking at the same time, but you just hear one voice speaking.
So, do you want us to kill the spider or not? The spider's gonna eat all of you if we don't do anything about it. You said so yourself.
Flower.
How many flowers do you have, Beer?
Just the one.
Oh.
I have some other ones, but I'm pretty sure they don't want those.
At first, we wanted you to kill the spider,
No, first show us where you put our bags.
but then we realized you had trinkets. I want the trinkets.
You can't have them. Give it back.
And now you want the flower instead of the trinkets?
Yes.
How about we don't kill you and we kill the spider and we get everything back?
Upon you saying we won't kill you, the face, it opens up again like a mouth and attempts to snap at your arm and your hand where you're holding the flower.
The second they do that, I will shoot the one that was speaking.
Make an attack roll. And then we're going to roll for initiative.
Oh my god.
Do I get advantage for being stealthed?
Yes.
23.
23. Your arrow flies, and where you expect to hit one Fae and deal damage, you see the outline of something else. And whatever it was that made it seem to be a swarm of Faes dissipates. And what seemed to be a opening of the swarm before materializes as an elongated head with teeth, colorful scales running down a long neck, with trails of hair hanging, forming a body behind it, and shimmering glowing wings and a long tail as this large fey dragon materializes from nothingness.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? It wasn't fairies?
Well,
Oh, it's
technically,
pretty.
still a fairy.
Oh no. That's different. It's a fae creature, but not a fairy.
So, I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative.
What are these rules today?
How are your initiatives this catastrophic?
Oh my god. Well, this is about to get interesting.
Once again, Paluna, behind you, you see Smallbeard trying to trace your steps and has been following in stealth.
This is getting kinder. I don't know. Is
Spread
this what
out,
happens
Small.
all the time? Spread out. No talking.
Yeah,
Quiet
listen.
this time. Okay, understand.
No, you
Yeah.
need to hear this. Spread out. This thing can cover a wide area. Stay away from behind anybody else.
Stay away from anybody else. Noted.
And he begins to snap a twig and push a brush aside and proceeds to walk away,
Oh goddamn! I'm going to try and stealth away from that place, obviously.
obviously. So, roll damage for that shot you fired.
There we go.
Nice.
It even
Nice
rolls the
damage.
dice now.
Amazing.
Can you guess what I'm about to say?
It doesn't do the full damage.
You're damn straight.
It feels like the tough scales of the dragon
Hmm.
blunt some of the penetrating force before the arrow goes in. Was that what you were thinking?
Yep. Well said.
This is getting pretty sus, Mickey. Not gonna lie.
What's getting sus?
No, never mind.
Man, I am actively looking at feats that gives me ways to overcome DR. Just
mess-
because
Get
it keeps
magical
happening.
Hmm.
I'm
Then
honestly
now-
considering multiclassing into a fighter and just going arcane archer so I have anything magical.
That would be interesting. Anyway, the Fey Dragon with its wings expanded, and while it has wings, it is not flapping them, it just seems to be hovering in place. And in that moment, it disappears from existence and instantly reappears behind Valentina and attacks with a bite and a tail swipe. That is. I forgot to add a. Well, no, it just rolled low. Never mind. Does the 12 hit?
No.
Awesome. Does a 16 hit?
No.
All right. Awesome. That was the start of his epic turn. Paluna, you're up.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use a bonus action, and I'm gonna coat my weapon in poison.
Awesome.
So we're gonna have 10 turns of serpent venom. Then I'm going to use my other bonus action to get steady aim. Because, yeah, even
Can
if
do
I try
that.
to hide, it's not really gonna work this turn. And then we're gonna shoot. 25.
25 hits.
And... Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Now
That's
we're
nice.
That's
Holy
Holy.
he's just had some good rolls.
Damn.
That's
Okay.
a lot.
Damn. So that's
It's gonna have to do a con save, and I'm just gonna find out what this thing's poison is. It's serpent venom poison. I believe it's like a con save of 13 or 14. Poisons. Serpent venom, injury poison, so when it goes in. DC 11,
it rolled a 12.
taking 3d6 poison damage on a failed save and half as much on a successful one.
Okay, go ahead and roll your poison damage.
So I am rolling really well now.
All right, so that's
Well, actually, that was
5.
average, but 5
That's-
damage.
That's 10 half to 5 and 5 half to 2. Understood.
Huh?
All right. And that's the end of Paluna's turn because she can't move and... Yep. Valentina, you're up.
Isn't it beer first or?
Oh, I didn't sort properly, my bad.
Wow. I see how it is.
Beer who? No. Beer, you're up.
Okay. What shall we do? Would I have seen like a Fey dragon like this before?
You've seen smaller versions that used to flock with other smaller creatures in the forest, but not one of this size.
I'm trying to like think of like if I would know like it's like history or something. Like is this normally a creature that's like kind of good or like evil or like?
Roll a history check. I would say it's more so a tale from your tribe, if anything.
11.
You have heard of their existence and you have seen a smaller version, but no,
No idea.
no idea.
Well, I guess I just have to beat you to get my back back. I rage. Bonus action.
You rage and a bonus action. Understand?
As a bonus action.
As a bonus action. Right, that's what I meant. I'm just not saying things correctly.
And I will run up and I will attack with my great axe. Reckless.
Reckless. Go for it.
Great weapon master. Wait, that's just one roll. Sorry. Didn't put advantage on. That's a 19.
That hits.
Okay. That's 17 points. What's that damage roll?
17 points of damage.
Wait, what? Hey! Something in the update that fucked up. Because it also put a
Oh.
1.
Yeah, it also put a 1. Oh, so it wasn't Oren being bad. It's literally
I'm
the
alive,
left
I'm alive.
side. of-
I
Something
spotted the
fucked up.
thing. I'm so good. Woo!
Yeah, see. Oh my god.
So the website's been buggy. Good to know.
Yeah.
Hashtag
Oh, you
typing
just
out our
you
rules.
nerfed us. You did that to everyone.
Oh yeah, just
Man,
put in 1
DM
on every
still
damage
nerfs
roll.
entire party while the head is turned away.
This is +1 as well. Wait, what the fuck? Okay. Let me do that again. Oh, not that. Well. Okay.
That seems to be
22
working.
points of damage.
22 points of damage. Good check. Good
That's
check, good
my
check.
first attack, and then second.
The moment you hit it the first time, it disappears from existence and reappears behind you.
Okay.
God damn fairy ninjas, dragons.
I mean, I still have some movement, so I can just run back up and do my second attack, I guess.
Absolutely.
So, do that, and then hit it. 19 again. 21, I mean, sorry.
That hits.
That's 20 points of damage. Wow.
That's
Such low
20
rolls.
points of damage.
Okay.
The moment you hit it, it disappears from existence and reappears behind you again.
Alright.
Valentina, you're up.
Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians. All right. Pop out those beautiful flying things.
Yes. Beautiful
That's
flying
a-
things.
So that's an 18 to save.
All right. Sorry. Oh, that's okay. 14. So that's just 7 damage then.
7 damage. Understood.
And I might as well also summon my spirit weapon
All right.
right there.
That was easy enough to pull out. Yeah.
183 to hit.
That hits. Somehow, that
Somehow.
little magical weapon that could.
At least it doesn't do that much damage.
All right. The moment it hits it, it disappears behind it. Or it appears behind it, hovering above Beer in this moment.
Alright. Oh, I'll just walk a little closer.
Alright. This-
Actually, like,
So, it's the start of his turn. You trigger the Spirit Guardian's damage.
Mhm.
It rolled a 21 to save.
okay. 4 points damage.
Alright. Awesome. At the start of his turn, it's gonna do Flickering Strike. It teleports. Since Oren is no longer stealthy, you were the one who
shit.
was aggressive to it to begin with, also in camp. So, it's gonna teleport behind you. Slightly off map, don't worry about it, that's just how it works.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment it teleports, it instantly makes one attack with advantage on you. So that's 22 to hit.
Hits.
That's 19 points of piercing damage and 7 points of radiant damage.
Give me a moment because I am going to be funny now.
Are you going to do Uncanny Dodge or whatever it's
I'm
called?
going to uncanny dodge.
Alright. Is that
So-
half damage?
It is half damage from the attack.
So that's 13 points of damage. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Hmm.
You are considered blind. The radiant energy causes a bright light to happen and you lose vision for a moment. You're blind until the start of your next turn. Now next time
Okay.
Flickering Strike is going to do its Prismatic Beam. And it just so happens that all of you line up for
Oh
straight.
no.
So that's going to be interesting. That's B.
Yeah, what line is that?
So that line.
Ah, that's cheating.
That's cheating? Okay.
Yeah, bro.
I'll remove his breath attack then.
Like, is this a line? Don't think so, man. Come on.
Is this a line? Fucking.
I mean,
about to
technically it is a
multi-track-
line.
I was about to say, it's about to multi-track over all our asses if you keep
Hmm.
taunting it.
Is this a line? Come on, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, it is also a line. You're just making a line.
Straight line.
Oh, right. There we go. I'm gonna need all of you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma?
Charisma saving throw.
No way.
Oh my
no.
fucking god, dude. It's a beam attack and it
Oh,
doesn't require dex?
okay,
That is some
18.
fucking bullshit.
Hmm.
Wait, actually, don't I have like?
Damn. So
I feel like I have
Oren was the
advantage
only
against that as
one.
well.
Oren was the only one who failed, and for that we're gonna test what happens.
Hmm.
Okay. Oren, on top of you being blind, you're also stunned until the end of your next turn.
Okay, stunned is just no action or?
No action, and every attack on you is a critical hit
Oh.
if they land.
Okay.
Well, Luna's disabled now.
Basically. And that's the end of his turn. Paluna? Nothing. You're no longer stunned, but it's Beer's turn. Did you feel the effect of that stun effect? It was very
Yeah,
impactful.
Brutal, mate.
Yeah. Look at Beer just taking a long stroll across the battle map just to...
I mean, yeah, this would be in range, no? If I run in.
It would, yeah.
Ah, that's what I'm doing. I'm
Go for
running
it.
up next to Paluna.
Mm.
Double attack with the great axe.
Go for it.
Reckless.
I'm just gonna take
First
down
one,
my
19.
poison timer.
19 hits.
That is 27 points of damage. There we go. Better.
In that moment, as you strike him, it loses its form and reverts back to being a swarm of pixies. But this time, they're no longer looking like their colorful usual self. They look angry. They look pissed. And that's the same.
Oh shit.
It's now a swarm of angry little black pixies.
Wait, you are pixies? What the hell? Wait, no, they were fairies before.
Oh, right,
Then they were
fairies.
a dragon,
Yeah.
and now they're pixies. God damn
Hmm.
it. You little evil bastards.
Valentina, get in here and scatter them!
Second attack at the swarm. 20,
That hits.
and that's 22 points of damage.
As you swing, one of the 20 pixies dies and falls to the ground in a small blue pool of blood. There are now 19 pixies remaining.
Alright.
Is that
That's
the end of your
the
turn?
end of my turn.
Valentina, you're up.
Right. It's so far away.
You have a dash action.
Yeah, but then she can't cast spells.
I mean, she's already a Beyblade. What more does she need?
Okay, so at least when I go my spirit guardians does hit.
Absolutely. So, go ahead and roll a damage roll, and I'll see what happens. All right. From this Beyblade entering their area, 9 of the pixies seem to explode in a radiant translucent color.
Pretty fireworks.
Mm-hmm. Literally exploding.
All right, and I can do something probably. Let me cook.
You slow cooking?
Nice.
Da-na-na-na, 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 da-na-na-na. The cooking loading screen music has come
Okay.
to save you.
Are they like one
Scratch me
entity? Is
as
that what
long-
it counts as?
They count as one entity, yes.
All right. I'm just gonna use Toll the Dead.
But you... No, you didn't dash action. Right, you have told her that. Yep. So that's a wisdom saving throw. And that's a 10. So another
Okay.
pixie pops from existence from hearing a loud tolling bell.
It told the dead. It died. It heard the bell.
Dudum, ch. Budum, dum, ch, dum, ch, dum, dum, ch.
Wow, that's so
Alright.
bad.
Hmm.
And that's it. Yeah.
Now we're back to the top of the turn. I removed the pixie from the turn order because I actually removed the token. But it's their turn again. And they begin to accumulate once again, and their shape changes and reverts back to the dragon. The dragon is going to do another flickering strike, teleporting behind Valentina, and instantly makes an attack with advantage.
Yeah, but it started a turn in my spirit guardians, right?
It did, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It
So,
sure did. Oh,
sure did.
nice. Big roll.
so the
The murder
Um,
Beyblade.
so
Win it to win it.
a small change. 9 of them pops. There's only 1 fave remaining
Oh,
after
damn.
they save that.
Wait, so
And
can
in
it
that-
even shift back?
It can, but it has diminishing the fewer phase there are, the fewer pixies there are when it changes. So one Fae and one pixie transformed back to this dragon. It still retains this visual size, and when it strikes, it still retains its impact. Rolling a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Zo skin. +3 AC.
Plus,
That makes us miss, I believe, because your AC is 21, right?
IC is 20.
20. So that's 23. That makes the attack miss.
And there.
Boom.
It's going to use, once again, because it recovered its breath, rolled a 6 on a d6. It's going to use its breath once again in a cone or in a beam. And that should hit all three of you once again.
mean,
So
I don't see
What,
how.
why is the
I
breath?
don't see how this lines up, man. Like it clearly.
you don't see how it lines up?
Like,
No, you're right.
clearly
you're right.
misses, bro. Like, what do you
Honestly,
mean?
yeah. That's fair. You know what? No. It's just going to fire only at Valentina.
Huh?
And you can blame Beer, but you're going to take all 3 attacks. How does that feel?
I'm
No.
kidding. I'm
Just doing
kidding.
a big old
That's revenge for all the
gravelly
friendly
like
fire. Yeah, Dragon Ball Bev just flies across the entire arena around the planet. Perfect. I'm gonna need all of you to roll charisma saving throws once again.
Not again.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
So in your world, this dragon didn't exist and didn't have any impact. Some could say it was even an illusion. No.
Illusion. Who goes there?
The dragon looks very disappointed seeing all of you standing completely unharmed and unaffected, but whatever might have occurred from this beam of chromatic energy, prismatic energy.
Oh, he looks disappointed.
Paluna,
Luna
you're
is going to start slowly walking towards it. Actually, just at normal pace.
Mhm.
Just swap out for the 2 daggers and say, "Could have chosen not to do this. Could have chosen not to stolen. So I'll cut you a deal. We'll let you live. But you give us our bags. We might even kill the spider if we so feels like it. This is your last moment to take the offer."
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
He's just strolling up with 2 daggers now. I,
Oh my god.
The pixie dragon is
it's
looking at you.
honestly impressive that I didn't roll 2 ones.
Honestly, yeah, you're twice the performing as you thought you would be. Anyway, the pixie dragon
No.
looks disappointed and
Not taking the deal?
no.
Fine then. I just attack. I don't even wait.
Okay,
Like the second it looks disappointed, I just go for the double attack.
go ahead and roll.
Let's just get the advantage of it. Still 20 and that one. Wow,
The
I'm
first
really
hit.
going across the spectrum here.
The first hit shatters his form and reverses back to a single pixie. Single pixie. And the second
Hey.
attack misses.
Hey, Beer. Do you think if you catch it, you could rip its wings off like a butterfly? Would it scream?
What the fuck? What the hell is wrong with you?
It betrayed us. It stole from us. It has no mercy left. I keep slowly walking to the other side with the rest of my movement speed. Just staring at it.
Fair enough.
This is the side of Paluna where he just really not take well to betrayal. It just gets him in the murder zone.
Hmm.
Cut a deal with him and betray him, he will absolutely try to kill you.
Note to self, don't piss off Paluna. Okay. Alright. So, Beer, you're up.
Alright. I'll just walk up. And I'll try to just knock this guy, last pixie, unconscious with my sword.
Unconscious. All right.
So I won't do great weapons. Just try to hit it, swat it out of the sky. 13. Wait.
Misses.
I might wanted to do. Well, I should have advantage because I'm flanking, right? So
True. Yeah.
12 misses.
Welcome to my world.
Second attack, 21.
Definitely hits. Dunk. The pixie
Damage, 8.
falls to the ground, unconscious.
I take out my empty lamp, screw the top off, and put the pixie into the lamp.
I'm getting bad Baldur's Gate 3 vibes
Mhm.
here.
This thing's about to be interrogated, and I just ask, does anybody have some oil?
No.
That's all right. I'm sure I can find a way to make it spill the beans.
We are now out of initiative order, and you can resume RPing.
Alright, so,
So let's find these bags, shall we?
yeah. Is there like a bunch of pixies laying dead on the ground? Or?
There is exactly 19 pixies lying on top of each other in a bloodbath.
Oh
Yes.
no. I'll
Debating on,
walk
like,
over,
how
I
truly-
guess.
How truly gruesome I want to be about this.
Can I use locate object? to-
You absolutely can.
Oh shit.
Okay.
So,
I will.
I imagine you think of your bag of holding while channeling the spell.
Yes, absolutely.
You get a ping in your head and a general direction towards the pond.
Seems to be this way, guys. And I start walking towards the pond.
I start following.
Much like a metal detector, the ping grows more frequent and more severe. And while you're standing at the very edge, knee deep in water, where it goes straight down, you get a sensation that is somewhere on one of the plants.
The plants
we're
below?
Honestly,
Yeah,
Of course it is.
that's a very nifty spell, Valentina.
Thank you.
You guys go find the bag. I have a demonstration to make.
All right.
that's not concerning.
Luna's gonna go back to the other fairies, find some sticks, start whittling them into spears, and impaling their corpses, making a little
Jesus
mini practice.
Christ, that's messed up.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
This man is about to mentally scar someone for the rest of their short life. He does not take well to betrayal.
What is your alignment?
It's chaotic good. This is the chaotic.
Are you sure? Okay. That is not chaotic good.
I'm pretty sure chaotic good is allowed to go completely ballistic if someone betrays them. Chaotic evil is just evil for the sake of evil. Chaotic good is very much caring about your person, yourself, but if someone does you truly wrong, chaotic good has the potential to do some vile things.
While that is not how I would interpret that kind of alignment, feel free to have your own interpretation of how you play a character.
Yeah, it's
So
fine. Of
If you-
course,
if you
because,
don't- if you
this
think that's
doesn't
out of
feel
line-
like a good anymore.
it's
If you
not
guys
out of
think
line.
that's out of
I mean,
Then I'll back off on it.
no. It's so. My interpretation of chaotic good is that you want to achieve goodness through any means necessary. That's what it means to be chaotic. Even if it requires you to kill a friend for the greater good, then you kill a friend for that good. Same with chaotic evil. You can
Yeah,
be
of course,
evil
but-
while doing good things because you know helping an old lady will eventually make that old lady kill someone else in the future. That's kind of how I see the chaotic aspect of it. The pathway to good is paved with bad intentions and vice versa.
Yeah, sure.
So,
but-
but it's your interpretation of it. So you do whatever you want. Continue on this gruesome interrogation.
just reading up on it, so I show it in light because I don't
Hmm.
want to play out of the chaotic good. I think Paluna is meant to be a person that's very bound up to those around him. He believes not in the greater things, but in the little things. But because of that, he takes betrayal of someone he struck a deal with very personally.
Understood.
Yeah,
I
you
think it
play
works.
however you see it.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
you just play it like that.
That's a
It's
little.
maybe not the entire Dracula scene, but he's going to start building a fire.
Understood.
I will.
Like he's going to
Meanwhile,
marry
he's
the other fairies,
setting up
build
his
a
little torch
fire.
palace.
Yeah, and then I'm going to
In-
put the lamp on top of the fire.
So
Like,
in
when
the
I get the
meantime,
fairy awakened. Well,
in the meantime,
pixie.
Valentina, you managed to find one of those round pots you held in your hands before, and you get a strong sensation that your belonging is inside that.
What the hell? I will pull the gooey egg from the surface.
You pull it off easily enough and bring it to the surface.
Okay.
Think mine is in one of those as well.
I assume so, unless both is in here.
Alright, I'll dive in and catch one. Grab one.
You just grab a random one.
I guess, yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Can I look inside this one that I know my bag is in and the one Beer got to see if I can see any resemblance between the two?
Just by trying to look it, like hold it up towards the sun and see if you get an
Yeah.
outline of something. Okay. So holding yours up to the sun, you get a clear outline of a small humanoid figure inside of it, and then a slightly larger shape next to the figure.
Oh. And then in Beer's one?
Roll a 1d4 for me, Beer.
Four.
You notice the same outline of a human, and also the outline of a different object within.
Oh, I think maybe you got the right one, Beer.
Oh,
Give back
okay.
to him. But there seems to be. Could I assume that this would be a pixie that's inside?
You're welcome to assume anything you want.
There seems to be
Nice.
some kind of human form inside.
Wait, really?
Yeah, in both of them.
What the fuck? Okay, guess I'll just open it up. I'll see if I can pull it apart with my hands.
You dig into this soft liquid, further deep into a soft eggshell-like mass, and pry it open. And from within, a seemingly unconscious pixie flows out and lands on the grass, and along with it, a bag of holding.
I pry mine
Ah.
open as well.
Interesting.
It's like a Kinder egg, but with more inside.
You know.
Another pixie spills out in a seemingly unconscious state, and you find your own bag of holding.
I put my bag of holding, or I take it, and I pick up the unconscious pixie. Both of the unconscious pixies.
They are very much limp in your hands.
I walk over to Paluna. Like, I brought you two more.
Oh my god.
And I put...
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
I'm slowly starting like this fire, having the lamp on the side, waiting for the pixie inside to warm up. I'm just like, just throw them in.
These are the two that stole the bags. I throw them in with the other pixie.
Wait, Paluna, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to send a message.
To whom?
What message? What?
They betrayed us. They approached us under good faith to make a deal. And then they stole from us.
The pixies, come on.
Attacked you.
They're like little mischievous little guys. This is what they do. They pull pranks and
It
they
turned
mess
them
with
into
you.
a dragon. They're evil. Probably.
I mean, that's because Baluna shot first arrow, like...
That's because they tried to bite your flower.
Yeah, but, I mean, I could take it, like... Are you just gonna torture this guy? Like, what the fuck?
Well, I could also just kill him.
I really rather you didn't do that.
Why does it deserve to live? It violated the
What?
law of nature. It tried to bite at something stronger and it gets killed as a result. It was
I mean,
evil.
we
It
we
stole,
defended
it
ourselves, like...
tricked.
That's enough, you know, like, no need to go any
What
further
about the
than that.
next one? This is betrayal. The only thing I cannot abide.
And you already made them pay. Like, look at them. Look at all those dead pixies on the ground.
Seems to me there's still one alive that
3?
betrayed me. I assume they're burning up right now. The other 2.
I mean, did you throw them in the fire just directly, or?
I threw them into, like, with the other pixie.
It's pushed into a lantern.
Oh, I would have put them in the lantern as well, if that was possible.
All right.
Okay, so there's 3 pixies in the lantern now, if there's room for that.
one that seems asleep and 2 that seems in ragdoll mode.
All right, Beer. If I'm not supposed to kill them, what do you say we should do about it then?
We just let them be. Like, I'm sure they learn a lesson from this, you know? Like, what's the point of torturing them? It seems just so evil to me. I get that you feel betrayed, but...
Honestly, I was
Wouldn't
planning on letting it live.
Wouldn't you...
I was
Well-
planning on giving it a good old time over the heat and letting it go, so it realizes the fatal mistake it's made and never makes it again.
Oh, it doesn't seem like it. Seems like
Well,
it's out for
is it-
cold-blooded revenge. Over some
it
little
a-
prank.
Is it awake? The last pixie... No, it wasn't conscious, you said, right?
Yeah, he was knocked unconscious by beer. So.
Little prank? Stealing
Yeah.
vital supplies?
Oh,
Trying
like
to
you
steal
haven't
items
stolen
from
everything,
your hand?
anything ever.
Oh, that's different. If I steal
Oh,
from
is
people,
it?
I generally don't make deals with them first.
I don't see how it's that different.
I suppose it's a matter of professional differences here.
Oh, like you never lied to someone to get what
Oh,
you
no,
want.
absolutely. I've lied, I've swindled, but not broken promises made in good faith. I'm a man of my word, as odd as it may seem. I was asked to get the Silver Adventurers Guild medallion from Smallbeer. I would have gotten it. If you have my word, you have my word. It's the only thing I have of value. It's the only real value.
Well, then you
But if
don't know
someone breaks
pixies
that-
very much. They're just little pranksters. Like to mess
Again,
with
this seems like a little excessive for what I would be able to deem as a prank.
you. Oh, that's just how it is.
Fine.
Just wait until you get to know some real fake creatures. Those real guys. You need to really be careful with what you say to those.
That seems like good advice. Could you elaborate?
Oh, I heard some stories. You just talk with some animal, and before you know it, like you sold your house and like all your kids, and yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna need you to explain this one. Look, I'll cut you a deal then. These are spared. I hold the lantern. One of them's woken up, told the arrow of its ways, and let go. They're spared. And you tell me more about this on the road, because this feels like really relevant information for me.
Alright. I'll tell you the story later.
Good.
Can we agree to not torture these Small little guys then.
The second I said good, I just sort of released him from the lantern and poked the one that was knocked unconscious as awake.
Can we also maybe like put out the pixie fire? It's
Fine.
Thank you.
Pixie bonfire. Nice.
Didn't go full Vladimir the Impaler on them.
Maybe next time.
Only like 90%.
Only 90%. Paluna had the idea.
Mm-mm. Right, so two of them are in ragdoll mode, and Moni tried to pour them out of the lantern. They just slump to the ground, unmoving, and the unconscious one is slightly startled from the small bump and is slowly beginning to wake up from his unconscious state.
I look at it and say, listen up, you little bastard. The only reason you're not in that fire right now is because he bargained for your life. You owe everything to him. You got me? And never betray me again. Then I walk out, over, get some water, and put the fire out and ignore it.
He flies up next to Beer, looks at Beer in his, both in their bluish, darkish form at the moment, and then flies off without saying a word. And just seems to be hovering above the lake once again, but now as a singular entity. Just waiting.
Well, thank you for listening to me, Paluna.
We're ditching the spider thing, by the way. They broke the deal.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they need protecting anyway. They can become like a dragon like that.
It was probably a trap. So, shall we go find this
Could be.
ley line?
Yeah, well, they were supposed to tell us, but I guess that is also out of the question now. So, yeah, let's move further into the forest, I guess. I don't know which way we're going.
Honestly, at this point, maybe the next thing we meet will be a little less predisposed to betrayal and a little bit more open to, normal conversations. We might be able to find something from that. It seems
I
like
highly
the
doubt
Fae
that,
is
but
leaking. I mean, it seems like the Fae is leaking out into this world in the first place.
yeah, well, we can hope.
All right. So, early morning, you guys are barely touched after that little encounter. I assume you pack up camp and head outwards into the forest.
Yep.
Yep.
Good.
Sounds good to me. After packing up, you collect your belongings and for sure make sure you have your bag of holding on you, not letting that one out of sight again, and proceed to wander into the forest. Who knows what might be awaiting you around the corner and what lies in a wait for you in the next session.
Ba,
That's where we're gonna
ba,
leave it off.
ba.
Yeah. Welcome to the Fae.
Yay!
And now I think you've seen all of Paluna's core personality.
Interesting. So, surely you won't visit the vampire land anytime soon and just become the leader or anything, right?
Huh?
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 What does that mean?
Valentina, are you gonna bite Paluna at any point? And no, no. Just gotta embrace the whole Vlad the Impaler thing. Make that your new character.
Yeah, you guys are fucked up. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, maybe you should just embrace it, Paluna. You know?
Mhm.
Let me bite you. Let's see what happens.
Are we sure that won't just set my character? That will, if Paluna becomes a vampire, we'll flip that switch to chaotic evil, and he will go straight for world domination.
Bite him. Anyway, It's interesting because Lucian before you, Paluna, was also chaotic good-ish, had a very stern, firm belief of friendship and moral right, which also ironically brought them into a lot of situations where dialogue was less of an option and action was more so required than anything. So, maybe you and Lucian are not so different after all.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, good session.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for the session. It was fun.
A lot of fun.
Thank you for playing. And we'll be picking up again Thursday next
I
week.
was waiting for so
Yay.
long for someone to properly betray Paluna and make him just go ballistic. You guys have no idea.
Oh no.
That's honestly been the high point of this session for me, was that I finally got to, like, at least, pull out, the character I made is not just, a rogue that's sort of courageous and a goody two-shoes, but absolutely willing to go way into the deep end.
Hold on. You flew off into the air, 90 feet up into the air, and did a killing blow on the back of a giant toad. And that was your highlight?
No, I was talking the fairies.
Right, yeah,
Pixies.
but yeah. Okay. Well, sure.
Priorities, man. Priorities.
Yeah, fair
Priorities.
enough. Fair enough.
Why
The
do
toad
something
thing was
very
great.
cool and acrobatic when you can also be a complete psycho and torture some unconscious pixies? Like, obvious choice. Come on, yeah.
Obvious
Like,
choice.
Obvious choice.
Right, yeah, my bad. I should have known.
mhm.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not see this?
I guess
How
it-
would you not expect me to just, swing into torture?
You know what? I'm kind of happy
It's the
that
logical step, you know.
I'm kind of happy Paluna wasn't a character the first 10 sessions. I don't think you would have stopped at the few nobles you have dealt with so far.
I don't think we would have survived the
True.
city.
Very valid concern.
Oh well.
Oh well,
Good shit.
good shit. Thank you for today's session. I'm gonna head off and
Oh yeah,
we'll
like,
level up today.
now that I
guys.
realize the way you guys have been talking about nobles, that would absolutely have been a combustible environment.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that would have
Yes.
ended unfathomably badly. Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, my character would have been dead. He
Yeah,
We
been
would have seen
incredibly
Ed-
dead.
The first encounter with Edward Swan in the city would have gone very bad, I think.
Oh my god.
That would have definitely turned into a fight. It's like,
Yeah. Huh. So when are you going back to Eastwatch for no particular reason? How many nobles should I prepare? No.
Oh no.
I mean, you just prepare as many as you feel like you want to kill my character, because you think this guy is a psycho. The next
Oh, no.
guy is
So,
truly out of his mind. I love playing that character. I've used it for multiple campaigns now. It's never not fun for everyone involved, because he is completely out of marbles. The man is in marble debt.
alright, side note, never let Polina die. There you go.
Right, he attempts to be a good guy, but as a warlock to the great old ones, doesn't really have free will. So he will oscillate from wanting to sacrifice children in one sentence and be like, yes, we should help the orphanage. That's what two good guys do in a second one. And he can't control it.
That's
interesting.
brilliant.
Huh.
Like, there's the thing that, like, I decided children for the sacrifices. All right, I decided children for the sacrifices, but the orphanage is important, you know?
Priorities, as you said. Gotta.
And he isn't in charge.
Well, I do have some interesting warlock points in the. Anyway, yeah. I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, see you guys next time.
Yep.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you for the next D&D session next Thursday. Have a good one.